It's MARKPIRES.
I was walking down the
And it's
road
real
today,
talk.
looking for another way
To ease my mind
and help my living.
and help my living. It's real talk. It's the daily variety show, MARKPIRES Real Talk. I'm here to connect with you, to amplify your current state. And I'm here with you on day 632 in a row of the MARKPIRES Real Talk show, and we're gonna get into it. Reiki Lady, look, it's not a competition, people, but if it was, Reiki Lady would be the winner. First comment. Good to see you, Colleen. I'm so glad you're with us. I have a very exciting new episode of something. I don't even know what it is, but I have a new face swap for us tonight. Let's just wait a couple minutes for everybody to show up with us so we can make sure everybody, we want everybody to enjoy this for the first run. All right? I came up with a new idea just about 10 minutes ago. I was like, I'm going to try to do this real quick. And we debuted a video. And when we did that, let me just make sure audio's off. Perfect. When we debuted the video, I finished this clip up. That's all I'll say. I don't want to tell you what it is yet. My people are in the house. Deborah, Reiki, Bubba. I'm happy to see you. Bernice, good to see you. Nino is in the house. It's hammer time. Look, we're dropping the hammer and rubbing the lid off the fake news. Here on the Real Talk program. Look, every single day, forever. So it looks like we're gathering, and I'm loving that. We're about to get into the first face swap of the day. GP, how are you, my brother? I'm so sorry I didn't get back to you on your comment. It's been a pretty wild day. I spend all my time selling real estate. So when I'm not doing that, I'm with my family, and then when I'm not doing that, I'm with you. So I don't sleep very much, but I am focused on whatever it is that I have to do, like full time. So there are times I don't get a chance to get back to everybody, but please, I'd let you know that I get your comments. I love them. It makes me happy to see that you're enjoying the content. And I want to play you guys something new. Check this out. This is a brand new thing, sort of. I don't know. We're going to see Wolfie's in the house. Hey, buddy. Wolf, I hope you enjoyed the Into the Mystic. Just a little something, something. Oh, my buddy Chris. Chris, I hope you'll come on to the Tube. Join us on Tube. I know, because Facebook has been censoring my show. YouTube and DLive. If you guys can all at some point tonight go over to DLive and subscribe to the show. Sig has a feeling that they're going to just like totally kick my show to the curb on the first because of all the Trump material. And it's not even that it's Trump material. It's comedy. They're censoring comedy. What world are we living in? But when they fear the potential future of getting 4 more years of Orange Man, you know what I'm saying? It's like there's nothing's off the table for these people. And the censorship has gotten completely out of hand. I think they understand the other shoe's about to fall, and they're like, let's just go for it. Then we need to get this election. And then we're going to get slammed anyway. We're going to lose our neutrality or whatever the heck they have. And it's going to be a problem. Guys, we need this to start us off on the right foot. Give it to me. Woohoo! Yes, the woohoo! Ooh, that's right. Nino says it's just comedy. Really? I love it. Nino knows. Nino, my favorite thing is the way that Trump says really, like at the end of everything. So we're a little bit on a different path for tonight, guys. Because, we have to stay away from Trump, at least for the next couple of days. Brian Ellis, how are you, my friend? We're about to get into it. I'm so glad you're here. Listen, hashtag Real Talk Family Gathering every single night. Okay, we're here forever. And Brian, I'm so happy you're here. You're about to see my first run at this. This just came out of my head right before the show, and it's not like our typical Trump material, but I don't know. Tell me what you think of this. We have a couple new characters. It's Felix Robertson live from the studio, and we're joining Joe Biden for his newest commercial. Let's go to Vice President of the United States. Joe Biden sued the president. Look, my Aunt Judy told me to come down here and say a couple words. So I'm going to read off this teleprompter here. We're going to have a conversation about Donald Trump. Everybody's dying right now because of this president. He's the one who brought coronavirus to America. He distributed it, and he has all the people. Look, the facts are the people on the streets are rioting in the streets because of Donald Trump. They love Trump so much that they're rioting in the streets. That's right, it's the right-wing radicals. And my Aunt Judy told me that if I come out and start speaking against it, that maybe Donald Trump's supporters will stop all the rioting in the streets. Look, I think you gotta go out and vote for this leap. I mean, you gotta vote for Joe. Gotta just remember, I'm an average Joe. I've been just doing this my entire life. I think I got the runs or something because I got poopy in my pants. Look, before I get going to the bathroom, I just want to make sure you understand. We're fighting for the soul of America. The only person that can save it is a politician for 47 years that hasn't done it once in those 47 years. My Aunt Judy said I could do it now, though. Just move that teleprompter up. And I appreciate you. And I look forward to being the next president of the United States of America, Joe Trump.
This is Joe Trump, guys. This is Joe Trump. Oh, my goodness. It was better than I thought it would be. I didn't get a chance to watch it. I put it together, and I literally just dropped it. Trinity, how are you? I'm so glad you're with us tonight. Oh, my goodness, guys. Joe Trump. Oh, my God. Oh, my goodness. That was... So the Joe Biden show, I guess it begins. We'll see. We'll see what's next. I guess I'm going to have to start looking at some Trump material and going after Trump as Biden. Look, my Aunt Jude. Hold on. We'll be back after this message. In fact, I think all of the Joe Biden shows will be paid for by George Soros. Wages is my boy. I love Wages. Yeah, Wages actually, I think we were at something like 1792, and we're over 18. We're over 18 now. But Wages has gotten us from 295. Think about this. From 295, Wages and Scott, but Wages has been doing this. From 295 to where we are right now, 1.8K. And I got to tell you that it's amazing to see that type of kindness. Well, you know, when you've been doing it just selflessly, just trying to make a change and just coming up flat for literally 608 days. And I never lost my spirit for this at all. And that's why I challenged you guys in the clip earlier, like, go back and look at any show in the last 630 days, 632 days. They're all just fire. Guys, I put my soul out every single day. And if I had 0 people on, in my mind I was saying, but one day someone's going to see this. You better put it out there. I never, ever just went on and just like, what's up, guys? Cool. That's great. Yeah, have a good day. Like, I went out there every show for 632 days, and I put 1,000% of myself out to this universe in order to try to affect a positive change. And somewhere along the line, Sig comes along, and he's like, wait, you've been going every day and no one's like, what? He's like, you're so positive. You're trying to get you're trying to get people to feel good, and they won't even let you be seen. He's like, that's a problem. I'm going to do what I can to try. So all of a sudden now Wages sees the show for the first time through Scott, because Sig got in touch with Wages. He got in touch with Scott, got in touch with everybody. Sig has been amazing. And all of a sudden, now Wages has been playing my clips on his show. He's like, guys, go over and support this guy. He's positive. And you know what? I appreciate that he can see what this show is. This is the ultimate positivity platform. I figured it out after 632 days. I didn't know what it was. It's a variety show. It's a talk show. I'm a singer who I'll play covers. I'll play requests. I'll make up songs in real time on the spot. Any impression in the world I could do pretty close to the accurate sound of the individual we're trying to... Guys, it's crazy. Look, Christopher Walken. We're bound. Have a good time. Real talk. Oh, no. That's Christopher freaking Walken sitting in the studio right now. I don't know. I just don't know, but it's... Guys, look, it's very crazy. Sometimes I'm the president of the United States of America. Sometimes I'm Mike Pence. You never know. You never know. I don't even know who I was there. Like George Bush or something. I'm not really sure. But look, at the end of the day, I will take this moment and we will deliver something fresh every single time we come out here. Because for 632 days, it's never been the same. There's never been one show where I came out and it was like, wow, that was like 4 weeks ago when Mark did this. Every single show is fresh. It has to be. That's how I live. I can't recreate something. Every improvisation I've ever put together for you on the show, it's impossible to recreate. That's why every single time I play this, it's different. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. It was a Tuesday night on the Real Talk Show. Trinity came out again. I'm gonna fill her up with light. I gotta say hello to my man Nino. And Christine's on the Real Talk Show. We got a wolf light, he said, woo, wow. The Real Talk Show. Colleen, I said, the Reiki ladies shutting down the froggies on the screen now. That's right. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Can we go faster? Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, high ho, Kermit the Frog here. Trinity, red door, blue pill, blah, 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 blah. That's just too crazy. This is too zany, people. You can't go that crazy. There's a special place for you. In the loony bin, Mark. What are you doing over there? You're going that fast. People are trying to get on the train. They can't catch up. I don't even know what the hell that means. My people. Trinity, I'm so glad to see you. I hope you're smiling. I hope you're feeling great. Mike, how are you? Mick, is it Mick or Mike? You have to tell me how you like to say it. I think it's Mike. Jack, great to see you, buddy. We're going to play something here. I got to play you an original. I like this tune. It gets us started off on a nice foot. It's called You. It's a great song. Played it for you guys before. We're going to get a little funky on it, though. Let me erase something here. We have to see what I have to get rid of. Not erasing that. That's awesome. That'll go. We could do something like that again later. All right. This is called You. She needs a tune. So I want to hear where is everybody coming in from tonight? We should start to have like a geography, like pin on the wall where everybody's tuning in from. Usually people say Texas or I'm in Connecticut. All right, here we go, my friends. I gotta do. I had a cushion. I'm sitting here working on the computer. I sit on a cushion. I gotta build a cushion for the BeatSeat. That's the bottom line. When I sit for 6 hours on the BeatSeat, it's wood. It's wood. After a while, it's kind of like, you know? So I gotta build out some cushions for the BeatSeat. Christina's in Jersey, Atlantic City. Don't go spend any money at the Jersey. Come on down to the Trump Tower Casino. Look, if you tell them that Joe Biden Trump sent you, they'll give you an extra chip or something. So I walk along this road, this path that you have made. And though the fall was settling, wind began to rain, reflecting thoughts of innocence, no reason to complain. But maybe things will open up. Sleep in peace, the thoughts of me and you. And this time we'll sit alone in the candlelight. The wax drops drop, burn a love that binds us down. The wind blows, the wild chill when you're around. Love's the very word when I'm with you. All my troubles seep, I'm down to my grave, repeating the same old song, same words. Come on, soothe my soul, oh, I pray, love. Well, won't you take my hand and outline a song anew? And baby, things will open up. We'll sleep in peace, the thoughts of me and you. Oh, and this love will guide us through the night. Our hearts' love burns, deeper love, deeper love. My heart seems to grow when I'm with you. With you. When I'm with you. I'm with you. What did I erase the whole thing? How's that even possible? I erased the entire song. I had a rhythm in there, guys, and I lost it all. So we have to do. And then, of course, it's making noise because this is my jazz guitar, and I got a special pedal on here, which allows me to play any instrument on this piece. It's too bad that was right in the middle of a jam I was about to get into. Let's see, maybe we can do something with it. bodies up as one. Love for a time and say our goodbyes with you. Wrote that in 2002. Poisoned, look. She's a poisoner. Everything she does, she touches it, it turns to poison, really. Tim's in the house. Hey, buddy. Glad to see you, pal. So, guys, who's with me? I'm glad to see you, brother. Who's with me? Sig, I'm so glad to see you, brother. And thank you so much, my friend. Yes, I appreciate that. Anybody who supports the show gets a shout out on this show. Again, Trinity is amazing. And Liz, you guys are awesome supporters of the program. And there's extra space in my heart for the people who support this program. Been here for 621 days, people. What do you do? You like that, Christine? Well, I'm going to play you guys something else, okay? If you like that one, let me play you another original I think you'll like even more than that. How about that? Oh, you have the better one? I got about 100 better ones than that. Trust me. That one's okay. That one's okay. No, it's actually a great song. It's just one of my earlier tunes. I wrote a lot of music, guys. This is a song called The Beat Rolls On. This song's fire. It's a lot of fun to play, great energy, and we could use some positivity right now, right, my friends? Let's get some family gathering music here, and I'll see if I can rock out something with this as well. A little jam on there. Stand up again. We live to die. We're never understanding why. And I'll give my life to you forevermore. Hey guys, I gotta go back. I haven't played this in probably 9. No, I played it like a little while ago, like a couple weeks ago, but I don't remember it. Let me start over. We stand, fall back down again, live to die, we're never understanding why. And I'll live my life for you for forevermore. You keep me rolling on, yeah. And I'll never hide my face from you. And you will not be alone with me in the moonlight hours when I pay my debts. It's hard to dream this dream and stay alive, where everything's fine and where the beat rolls on. It's where the beat rolls on and on and on and on and on and on and on. And I can't change your ways. I can't light your flame. I've been wandering alone, and I'll roll on. It's where the beat rolls on, and on and on and on and on and on and on. all the way. It's just you and I this time. We're holding hands this time. It's love. I'll take my chances. And you will not be alone with me in the moonlight hours when I pay my debts time. To dream this dream and stay alive. Everything's fine. And where the beat rolls on, so beat rolls on. So where the beat rolls on and on and on and on. The beat rolls on and on. Alone with me, the moonlight hours when I pay my debts of time. I love that line. Ah, my people, how are you? Christine, thank you. We're going to stick with the originals then. Christine likes the original. We're going to stick with the originals. I got 200. Not even joking. Like literally got about 200 plus because we write songs here every day, you know. Let's see what else we can come up with for maybe something on the fly here. Like, you know, we have to do because it's about that time to break forth the rhythm and of rhyme. But Jack's got a little something going over here. It was a Tuesday night. We're on the Real Dog Show on Tuesday night. Christine said it's like the DMB band. That's banned twice, I guess, and the Goo Goo Dolls. Here's a funny thing, Christine. I used to like DMB back in the day when I didn't know that I had some songwriting within me. I used to play all of his songs and I got pretty damn sick of it when I started writing my own. Now we got the Real Talk Family Jam. It's the Real Talk Family Jam. I should have tuned my guitar before we started this song. Ah, there we go, Sherry. We got Sherry on the chat from, she's from Austin, Texas. You know, I've been there once before. I played at South by Southwest, only once. And it wasn't really even like South by Southwest. It was like Southeast by Southwest. Two-Step, you like that song? It's the Real Talk Family Jam. It's the Real Talk Family Jam. It's the Real Talk Family Jam. Oh, oh. The Real Talk Family Jam. It's 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 the Real Talk Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's the Real Talk Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Real Talk Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Real Talk Family Jam. The Real Talk Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Real Talk Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Real Talk Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Real Dog Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's the Real Dog Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Real Dog Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Dog Family Jam. It's Tuesday night at the Real Talk Show. It's Donald Trump getting down, yo. We're gonna wrap it down like it's something to do. Hey, Petsy, where you going? I don't know, Mr. President. Mr. Petsy, he likes to be my number 2. And then I get Dr. Evil. Yeah, that's me, too. Oh, where's my number 2? I'm gonna take the microphone again. It's Dr. Evil. He's not coming on, though. This is the Real Talk program with Donald J. Trump, y'all. What about me? Sleep sofa. I sleep a sleepy sofa. I like to sleeping on the sleep sofa. They call me Joey Futon. Every time I go around, I'm taking naps, y'all. That's what I gotta do. Oh, it's the Real Dog Family Jam. Whoa, 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 whoa. The Real Dog Family Jam. Whoa. The Real Dog Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Real Dog Family Jam. Do, do. The Real Dog Family Jam. The Real Dog Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. The Real Dog Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's the Real Dog Family Jam. Sometimes I grab the microphone and I just take over. Melania, that's what you loved about me, Melania. Melania used to say, hey, Donald, grab that microphone and give me a jig. Could you break something down for me to the old Sugar Hill Gang? I said, the hip, hop to the hippity, the hip, tipped, hoppity, the chip chop. And then we had the Sleep Sofa Joe. Who knew? Yes, yo, I did. My name is Donald J. Trump. I'm gonna be president for 4 more years, winning big league. Really. Oh, it's the Real Dog Family Jam. It's the Real Dog Family Jam. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's the Real Dog Family Jam. It's the Real Dog Family Jam. It's the Real Dog Family Jam. We're trying to make a Real Talk Family Jam for the United States of America, but it seems like people just don't like the Trumper. They don't like the Trumper, no matter he could have a cure for cancer, and the left would say, yeah, but it was the wrong type of cancer, really. TCM, thank you so much. Melania. Can I say that for you again, TCM? TCM said, oh my God, I can't believe it. Your Trump voice just keeps getting better. And when you say Melania, there's something about it when you say Melania at the show. Melania, don't use my gold toilet, remember. That's for the Trumper only. Pansy, don't even look at it, Pansy. Pansy's getting the wrong idea. Pansy, it's not for you either. Your number 2 is not going in that number 2. Does that make sense? It's not, just third door on the right. This is the Real Dog Family Jam. Oh, it's the Real Dog Family Jam. Christine loves the Trumper. Charlie's laughing out. That's Sherry. I can't read without my glasses on, though. Jack's on with us tonight. Ricky Lady says, kicking it old school. Oh, while kicking poison. Melania could use whatever she wants, really. I'm sure. Okay, I'm going to read everything as Trump, guys, so put it on the screen. Let's go, put it on the screen. It's Trump. Trump's reading it for you. Oh, so Christine said, thank you, Jack. I'm a musician to sing it too. Melania could sure use, I'm sure she could use a little laugh, right? she's probably a little pissed off with all of the hatred coming back at her. I mean, she's a little vain. That's what I loved about her. All right, guys, don't be bashful. Give me something to talk about here. Oh, it's a real dog family jam. The real dog family jam. Oh, there we go, Sherry. I love it. Still turn on my tape recorder and sing Where He Leads Me is with Jackson. And Sherry said, I'm going to save America. That's right, winning big league, really. Winning big league every single day. When I wake up, the sun shines and it just says Trumper. It actually speaks Trump. It says it out loud. That's where I got the idea for Trump water. It's just too hot. The sun is shining down on Trumper with all these brilliant ideas. I'm a real dog fan. Yeah, Ricky. Down with the commie rats. Down with the commie rats. It's a real dog family jam. It's the Real Talk Family Jam. Yes, it is. We're winning big league. We have a very big family. You might have seen the Trumpers. We have 2024 is going to be Ivanka. 2032 will be Don Jr. Then so on and so forth. Tiffany, I think it's 2044. Is going to be Tiffany. And look, it's just like the real Tiffany, the singer, is going to be winning big league. Really. Okay, TCM has one more thing I gotta add. Well, she goes, I'm leaving you, Mr. President. I can't take any more of this. Oh, Balatia, you didn't read the prenup, did you? You're not going anywhere, Tootsie. Okay, thank you, winning big league, really. I'm pretty sure it's like once he's out, she's gone. You know? Okay, ready? You're cracking me up. Write a song for my re-election, Mark. You got it. You mean Trumpers? For Trumpers' re-election? Okay, here we go. It's got to be upbeat. It's got to be presidential. Now it's going to be... Four more years of promise. 4 more years of truth, masked behind lies, and we go searching for what's really going on, and they keep putting up walls, and not the one we need. Hide the American people's eyes from the truth. A certain guy took an escalator ride, and it's been nothing but doom. It's like a pitfall when I was a kid. He must have not seen that hole in the ground, and he's falling down and got no pay for the hazard. I want my hazard pay. Oh, he should be screaming out loud. And when you look real closely, you see a carefully planned set of lies that just led us on a course to believe a truth that's not true. It's an unknown known, as Mr. Gore would say. Is it Gore? No, it wasn't. It was Rumsfeld. Good old Rumsey. Look, I liked Rumsey. He was kind of cool. I liked calling him Rumsey. I said, look, Rumsey, are you from Rumsey, New Jersey? He said, no. But it was still something I could ask him. Oh, 2020, It's been a straight mess. We got impeachments, corona, and we're still wearing masks. Even though it seems like it's not what they told us it was. But hold tight, because the election's just 2 months away. Be prepared for November 4th when the news cycle turns around and says, oh, it's all okay. It's just like the flu. Yeah, people are going to die, but people die from the flu too. Wait, why didn't you say that the whole time? Well, we needed to steal the election. Steal it for a sleeps over Joe. The guy can't even speak without a teleprompter. He keeps bumbling, fumbling around. I'm just waiting for the moment when he falls asleep on camera and we all just laugh and then they still vote him in. That's right, that's how crazy this world is right now. He's gonna fall asleep on camera and everyone's gonna see they're still gonna vote him in. He's gonna fall asleep on camera and the world's gonna see they're still gonna wanna vote him in. Cause a carefully set strategy of lies meant to take him down. Don't you know who Poison is? She's taking the world by storm. She's going to kill us all. A little bit of an exaggeration there, but she's Poison. She's Poison. Don't be confused and think that, oh, well, she's a politician. She must be really nice. She is literally Poison. If you drink her, you will die. Or you'll have a really bad case of Montezuma's revenge. Montezuma's revenge. It's a sad state of affairs, but we're trying to make it through. I'm just hoping that the polls are just like 16. Where they're like, oh yeah, you're gonna get blown away, you're gonna be like 92%. And Hillary's gonna get it. Oh really? Yeah, she won big league, didn't she? Oh no, she didn't, did she? Oh, not my president! I've said it before, I'll say it again, and if November 4th comes and goes, and for some crazy, stupid reason the world is living in the Twilight Zone and they vote in a sleep sofa, I will look at the camera on that day, all of you, the Real Talk family, and I'll say, that's my sleep sofa. I'm not going to say that's not my sleep sofa. That's not my sleep sofa. That's not my Joey Futon. It's my sleep sofa. It's my Joey Futon. It's my sleep sofa and Joey Futon. Joey Futon. Gonna take a nap through the election when that happens, cause I don't wanna live another moment if sleeps over Joe's in the Oval Office and he's napping all day. He's not signing bills. He's just napping through them. It won't be too long till they put a bill in front of him and they say, hey, Sleepy, look, all you got to do is sign here. He says, well, what's this? They say, well, look, my Aunt Judy told me I shouldn't know. Well, no, Joe, you said you'd do it. I did? Yeah, you did, Joe. Just sign right here. Really? What is this? No, nothing. It just says that you can you read it? No, I don't know. Joe, just sign over here. Okay, no problem. Communism. We're communists. Happened. It happens. When he can't think for himself anymore, people, it's going to be very difficult when people start asking him questions. And he says, who am I? My Aunt Judy told me. What's that smell? I think I might poop my pants. Yeah, you did. You did, Sleepy. How's that Oval Office doing? How's that chair doing? It's got a little brown stain in the middle over there. Sleepy, sleepy, sleepy sofa. Sleep, sleep, sleepy sofa. He's a napping on his Joey Futon. On his Joey Futon. Just remember when Trump beats him in the square, rips his arms off and sends them everywhere. You could still stop by Sleep Sofa's Emporium, get yourself a sleep sofa and maybe a Joey Futon. So 20% off discount. Just use code Aunt Judy. He says, sleeps over Joe. I'm gonna write the theme song for Joey's Futons Emporium right now. Here we go. It's Joey Futons. Joey Futons Emporium. Hey, come on down. My Aunt Judy told me it's a lot of fun. You can lay down on a futon, see if you like it, and even check out the sleep sofas. A bit antiquated, like the real sleep sofa, Joe. Hey, vote for me. I've just been in office for half a century, and I put everybody in jail. But it's going to be better this time now that I can't think anymore, and I'm just an empty suit who's just telling you things that just so I can get the vote. Hey, we're going to have free college, free healthcare. Yeah, and let's talk about Islam in school. Not God, but Islam's cool. Sleep sofa, Joe. Sleep sofa Joe, sleep sofa Joe. Sleepy Joe Obama, I love that. Holy cow, guys. That was something, huh? Now the crazy thing is we can't ever do anything with that because they'll just censor it the moment I put it out. But we're going to do it. I'll put it out tomorrow. What do you think? Should we put it out as the next Real Talk Family Jam? And just drop it. See what the world thinks of some silliness that we just came up with. The sleeps over Joe. That was the Trump commercial, right? I mean, did you see this one yet, guys? In case you missed it, this is today's face swap. Let's just get to it real quick.
It's Felix Robertson live from the studio, and we're joining Joe Biden for his newest commercial. Let's go to Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden, sued the president. Look. My Aunt Judy told me to come down here and say a couple words. So I'm going to read off this teleprompter here. We're going to have a conversation about Donald Trump. Everybody's dying right now because of this president. He's the one who brought coronavirus to America. He distributed it, and he has all the people. Look, the facts are the people on the streets are rioting in the streets because of Donald Trump. They love Trump so much that they're rioting in the streets. That's right, it's the right-wing radicals. And my Aunt Judy told me that if I come out and start speaking against it, that maybe Donald Trump's supporters will stop all the rioting in the streets. Look, I think you got to go out and vote for the sleep. I mean, you got to vote for Joe. You got to just remember, I'm an average Joe. I've been just doing this my entire life. I think maybe I got the runs or something because I got poopy in my pants. Look, before I get going to the bathroom, I just want to make sure you understand. We're fighting for the soul of America. The only person that can save it is a politician for 47 years that hasn't done it once in those 47 years. My Aunt Judy said I could do it now, though. Just move that teleprompter up a little. and I appreciate you. And I look forward to being the next president of the United States of America, Joe Trump.
Joe Trump. I'm voting for Joe Trump. I'm voting for Trump. Joe Trump. Sleeps over Joe. Look, he's asleep over. Sometimes he falls asleep in his porridge. He eats porridge. That's right. He doesn't have like normal breakfasts like, grapefruit. Or like Life cereal. No, he's going to have porridge. Hey Jill, can you make me some more of that porridge? How about some Purina? No, I mean that's for the dog. That's right, I forgot about that. My Aunt Judy told me that Purina makes a really good porridge. Freaking Joe. He's asleep sofa, people. He said have the runs. Not I'm gonna run. You're right. He did. Let's see. Mike said, come on, man. You know the thing. He's going to run in the Senate. Okay, so look, I know we're trying to keep this show on and not get knocked off the air. TCM, I love you over on DLive. Guys, head over to DLive and hang out with TCM for a little bit. I'm going to go over it in a second, actually, and just join TCM and just say hello over there. Oh, thank you so much. Well, listen, TCM, that was a total fluke today. Right before the show, I was like, we're trying to cut back on the Trump stuff because I'm getting censored a lot because of it, And I said, well, maybe if I do Sleep Sofa, they'll just let it all go because they see him. They're like, great, somebody's promoting Sleep Sofa Joe. Let's get it going. So we rolled on it that way. But the plan is now very simple. We're just going to rock out one of the Trump shows because you nailed it over here. You said, come on, man. I got the runs. Come on, man. It's Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, my Aunt Judy told me I'm going to show you, this is the original Aunt Judy line where I say this all the time. This is the prequel to the Donald Trump show. There are 26 episodes if you include the prequel. But this prequel right here is what led me to the idea of the Donald Trump show. Check this out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with the prequel to the Donald Trump show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Look, I've got to tell you, I'm completely in awe. It's like the Twilight Zone we're living in right now. Do you see the sleep sofa? I mean, everything he does, I'm just totally blown away by. Did you see this clip? Check this one out. This will blow your mind.
And by the way, you know, I sit on the stand, and it get hot. I got hairy legs that turn turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in the pool and rub my leg down, so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. They look at it. So I learned about roaches. I learned about kids jumping on my lap. And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
Exactly. I mean, Sleep Sofa Joe talking about his white hair on his legs is kind of weird, right? But no, people love him for it. And how about this one?
You know, the rapidly rising I don't know.
I don't even understand how people could continue to support Joe Biden. He's halfway through the first sentence and he forgets what he's talking about. He's like, I don't know. I have no idea. I'm just kind of sitting here. Look, we're going to be in trouble if you have Sleep Sofa Joe in as president. Let's check out this final clip.
Unnecessarily, now we have over 120 million dead from COVID.
Can you believe this? Can you believe Sleep Sofa Joe? 120 million? Really, Sleep Sofa? That's probably how many people would have died if Hillary Clinton had won, or if Sleep Sofa Joe was in charge of the country. It's 120,000, which is 120,000 too many. You could thank the G-hole. That's right, President G-hole. It's all his fault, and we're going to get him to pay. Big league. I'm going to send him a bill, and with it will be a huge stamp right across the center that says, "You're a G-hole."
I love that. So a couple of names you should be aware of. I came up with a few names to just express my disdain with some of these characters. Nancy Pelosi is Nancy Pelosi. She's poison. Everything she touches turns to poison, people. You have to know. Then, of course, you have Sleeps Over Joe. We know that one. Then you also have Joey Futon. That wasn't mine, though. That was Jen, who hasn't been on in a few weeks, but Jen is awesome. He came up with Joey Futon. And then, of course, we have Bumbling Biden. But he's a bumbling Biden sleeping in his sleep sofa. And he takes little cat naps on his Joey Futon. So we love that. Wages is here, my brother. Oh, Wages said, don't you dare change your content. For every one person who is offended, there are 100 people who love what you do. Oh, my brother. Thank you, Wages. Wages, I don't know if you saw, I came up with a Joe Biden show. I'm gonna do a Joe Biden show, Donald Trump show. But I want to show, because Wages, I'm not sure he's seen a lot of the Trump shows yet. This is the very first episode of the Donald Trump show. There are 25 of these guys. And if Wages can stick around, I want to play him number one, and then I'm going to play the 22nd episode, which is me doing like 15 impressions. But let me start with this just so you guys can get the vibe of where I took that very first prequel. Here we go. Well, I love you, Wages. You're the man.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with the very first episode of the Donald Trump show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Look, I want to thank you for joining me on a brand new episode of the Donald Trump show. That's right. We're going to be here every week delivering truth about the Biden campaign because no one's telling you what's really going on. I'm going to pull back the curtain and you're going to see what Joe Biden is really up to. Here we go.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
Will somebody please alert Mr. Biden that truth and facts are the same thing? I think he's been watching too much fake news on CNN. Okay, what else do we have from this blubbering train wreck?
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a look, though, okay?
Now, first of all, who's the other Biden? Who is the other Biden? I'm wondering, because if it's Hunter Biden, he'll be in jail. But if there's another Biden, perhaps he can actually complete a sentence. That Biden I'd like to hear from. Okay, let's see what else we've got.
Trust.
Like his strange hold on Defense Secretary Ash Carter's wife, Stephanie.
Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing this for years. He's a creeper. And we're going to put a stop to him.
I like the way your hair smells. Let me give you a little kiss here.
And can you believe? Look at how he's touching that little girl. Honestly, I'm a little worried about that little girl. Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing all kinds of racist things for years. I'm just going to show you a few of the clips. Take a look at this one, for example.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Look, I'm surprised you guys are fine with hearing Joe Biden say you need an Indian accent in order to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I've been to Dunkin' Donuts many times. I don't have an Indian accent. But let's continue on. I have a lot more to play for you. Now check out this clip, for example.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Race strikes again. Poor kids are just as talented and bright as white kids? What does that even mean? This is getting good, guys. What's next?
Play the radio. Make sure make sure you have the record player on at night.
Really, Joe? That's a good idea. We'll get the record player out. How about we go and actually light a fire and we do smoke signals? How about that? What do we have next from Sleep Sofa Joe?
Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
The question is, do you know the thing, Joe? Do you know the thing, Sleep Sofa Joe? The thing, Joe, is that we are all created equal. That's right. God is the creator of all, not Satan and your adrenochrome. Okay, let's get one more at least. How about one more?
I'm not going to be a mule. I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom.
Did Sleep Sofa Joe just say he has to go do a poop-a-doop? I think he said it right in front of his crowd. I would never say that right in front of my crowd. If I'm going to take a poop-a-doop, I'm doing it on my own time, not in front of people. I don't know. It's a little weird there. Look, let's give him a chance to redeem himself. One more, okay?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Wow. Really? Look, I'm not sure what else to say after watching that ridiculousness. But that's Sleep Sofa Joe. Are you going to vote for that guy? How about you? If that's the case, this world's crazy.
Oh, my goodness. Wages, how much time do you have? Because I have so many different episodes I want you to see right now. I want to play you the Michelle Obama episode. We call her Miguel. Okay, I'm going to leave it to you. Do you want to see the Miguel Obama episode? Do you want to see the one on Poloisen, which is short? We could do, again, tell me how much time you have. Poloisen's about 3.5, 4 minutes. If we could do that one and then play you either I just love to play you all the Trump shows tonight. Just laugh all night, guys. Sleep Sofa Joe. He's kind of like a lumpy piece of crap, if you think about it. He's been in office for 47 years, and he's kind of like gray paint on the wall. They're like, who is that? Is that just the ugly paint on the wall? No, that's Joe Biden. Now he's a sleep sofa. So he's gray paint on the wall. He's younger. Now he's lost his body. He's a sleep sofa. All right, I'm putting on Poloisen first, and then we're going to move on and see how much time Wages has. Wages, just give me a heads up if you're like, I got 5 minutes left or whatever. I'll throw on one final one. But this is the Poloisen episode first, because you need to see the backstory here. Check this out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with episode 3 of the Donald Trump Show. Nancy Poloisen. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
I want to thank you for joining me on episode 3 of the Donald J. Trump Show. Today, we talk about poison. That's right, don't drink the poison. It's going to kill many people more than coronavirus. Yeah, poison. That's right, Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, I'm sorry, some people don't know that we do call her poison. Let's take a look at this clip here. I want you to hear what she has to say.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear.
Let's be honest, Nancy, you know nothing about politics. And wrap-up smear? Really? That's what you've been doing to me? Sounds like something you got from your OBGYN. But whatever.
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
I'm sorry, Nancy, can you say that one more time? What was that?
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
Look, she's creating fake news. She told the reporters, you create a story. Let's get back to this clip.
And then you write it.
Can you freaking believe this?
Unless they see it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear.
You write the story after we report the falsehoods, and it becomes a validated story by the news, by you, the fake news garbage.
It's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report.
Also, when she says merchandising it, who is she, Mel Brooks from Spaceballs? Spaceballs the flamethrower. Yeah, okay, poison, whatever.
Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic. And it's self-evident.
You see there, she says it's self-evident because we've been doing it to Trump since he came down the escalator. Well, I have to tell you that I'm happy that I found out about this poison. Now I could put all of my efforts towards taking you down to Chinatown. That's right, we will drain poison and Schumer from the swamp.
Pat Pelosi, I love that. Wait, you should kill me. So that's episode 3. There's 2 poison episodes. The next one, we won't play it now, is episode 14, I believe. And she basically is interviewed when Biden was accused of rape. And she just deflects, like classic politician, deflects the entire time. And she's like, yeah, I endorsed Joe Biden on Monday. And they're like, but he just raped he raped someone. And she's like, yeah, but I don't believe it. It's crazy. If you want to see that one, we'll get to it later. But for now, I have to play this for wages because it makes me laugh. And then we're going to do, if he's got enough time, we'll do the Michelle Obama, Miguel, which is also quite funny, people. But this was my 600th day in a row of Real Talk right here. Check this out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson with episode 22 of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you very much for inviting me to speak at the 600th episode of the MARKPIRES Real Talk Show. It's been quite a journey. I have to say, he's done a lot of face swaps. He's done a lot of different shows about the Trumper. But on top of that, he's got some episodes of the Trump Show that are pretty good. Making fun of poison, Sleeps Over Joe. You know, we're calling him Joey Futon now as well. He's a futon. You can get futons or sleep sofas when you stop by Sleeps Over Joe's warehouse. Comes in 7 fabrics and sizes. The Senator, it's a lumpy mess. Just like the sleep sofa, really. Look, I've got a few people that want to say happy 600th day to Mark, so let's get into it and see who we got.
Number 2, it's been 600 days, and he's still alive.
No matter what we try, Dr. Evil, he keeps broadcasting.
But Dr. Evil, he did not follow our projections. Silence. Enough of this insolence. Everybody gather around. Look, I've got a plan. If we can just... Wait, no, hold on. Where are you taking me? Let me go back because I'm trying to share my plan with them. Okay, let's send in the murder hornets.
Are you kidding me? Dr. Evil called? Look, I'm kind of pissed at Dr. Evil right now. Pocket dialed me last time, and I think he's working with Fauci and Bill Gates. That's right, Evil Gates. Anyway, that's another story. What else we got?
Yeah, I got one for you. It's Mark Pyre's 600th day in a row. And I called Artie to see if he wants to say anything. Hey, Artie.
Yeah, I'll say hi. 600 days. That's freaking crazy. Congratulations. You know, I don't know about you, but I miss that tag team duo. Seriously, Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang? That's a match made in heaven. I'm wondering if God had that plan. Look, if we put these two together, they're going to make magic happen. Anyway, what else we have?
Hi, Mark. It's Mark Zuckerberg. Look, congratulations on 600 shows, but I'm going to continue to block your show because I don't like your content. Maybe if you didn't talk about Donald Trump, I wouldn't suppress your program. But I zuck.
So wait, let me get this straight. So you censor the Real Talk program, and then you're going to call and say congratulations? Oh, congratulations, Mark, for broadcasting and me blocking you every single time. You're doing great at getting it nowhere. Anyway, what else we got?
My name is Chuck Schumer. I'm here to talk about Sleep Sofa Joe and Mark Pyres, 600 days in a row. It's pretty impressive if it was not Mark Pyres. If it was a Joe Biden or a Democrat, I would really think it's great.
I gotta tell you, I almost hate this guy as much as Pelosi. All right, who's next?
I just wanted to wish Mark Pyres a happy 600 days. That's a lot of days in a row. And we've been working on the coronavirus vaccine for like 20 years now. So I know what he's going through. But it's quite an effort. And I'm hoping that he can get people to take our vaccine.
Look, we all know you're trying to vaccinate the world, Bill. And I just want to strap you down and give you the first dose.
Well, hi, Mark. It's Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. I know you've been calling me Joey Futon, but look, I plan on beating Donald Trump in November. The fact is, I got an earpiece in. They're telling me everything to say. And if I don't say it right, I got the teleprompter as a backup. My Aunt Judy told me I could be a heck of a president, Mark. So I'm counting on you for your vote. Gotta beat Donald Trump, and we need the Real Talk show.
Normally I'd be like, that's cool, but it sleeps over Joe, and I'm actually kind of surprised he didn't fall asleep, Mark, during his little speech there. But there's still time between now and November for Sleep Sofa Joe to fall asleep on his futon. That's right, Joey Futon. What do we got next?
Hey, Mark, it's Al Pacino. Just want to wish you happy 600.
Not many people cooler than Al Pacino. You know, I'd love to get a cappuccino with Al Pacino. Maybe a Dunkachino with Al Pacino. I don't know.
My name is Andrew Cuomo. I've been here doing this Real Talk program a few times now. It's 600 days. You know, I was on here last at 500 days. I said this guy's going to go over. There's no way he's not doing under 1,000. Okay? But look, COVID's serious. If you need some PPE, you can send them to New York, and I'll put them in the nursing homes. Look, I gotta go, but happy 600, Mark.
Freaking Cuomo, right? Unbelievable. How's your Cuomo doing? Andrew, I'm pretty sure Mark does not want to hear from Cuomo. But you have a really nice Cuomo, much better than mine. Guys, what's up? Gary V. Look, 600 days in a row, Mark Pyres, Real Talk. I can't believe it. This guy's on fire. He's going to go all the way to maybe 15,000 days. And look, I just got to tell you, nobody else has got that. Nobody else is doing it. So crushing it. 600 days, crushing it. I think this guy's going to go until the sun burns out. I mean, I've never seen anything like this. Those are some kind words for the Real Talk show from Gary V. Gary Vaynerchuk, I'm not sure. If you don't know Gary V, then you must not be on social media. He's a good guy. He's rising up. Anyway, 600 days in a row is a big deal, and Gary V believes it. What else we got? Anything else here?
Mark, I just heard the news.
600 days in a row. I can't believe it. Last time we talked, it was 500 days, and you just go. You like the Energizer Bunny. Oh, no, I did. I told you back then at 500, put your head down. Just go, man. No one can stop the bright light within. 600 is nothing. Look, Mark, go until the stars burn out.
We actually found somebody cooler than Al Pacino. Christopher Walken's the man. Do you ever see him in Dead Zone? He touches things, and he can see the future. I wish Trumper could do that for November. Find out who's going to win. Me or Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, remember, you can sleep on the sleep sofa all you want. You also may find some change in the cushions in the sleep sofa if you're looking around for some spare change. That's all Sleep Sofa Joe has is kind of like loose memories. And also he takes naps on his Joey futon. That's right. I'll see you guys on the next Donald Trump show, but 600 days of real talk. Looking forward to hitting 700, 800, all the way to 1,000. And then we go and put our foot on the gas. That's right, people. We're just getting started. It's going to take time, people, but we're going to win big league. Have a good night.
Oh, brother, Wages, thank you so much. I can't tell you how much it means to me because I'll go and watch your replays because I'm always between real estate, the kids and everything. I'm always watching replays of things. And I'm just so thankful and just can't thank you enough for just playing stuff. And like I said, it just means the world because I have been sitting there for like 2 years just like doing all this stuff, creating all this stuff. And nobody really got a chance to see it. And that's why I'm like really excited to play it for people who want to laugh. Because all of these things will make you laugh. Wages, you have enough time for one more? It is between the Michelle Obama bit, and the final episode is kind of ridiculous because it shows the hypocrisy of the left. And I really think that one should be seen by the whole world. In fact, it's hilariously funny. Hey, Susan, how are you? Thank you so much. This is hilariously funny, guys, but it's also straight truth that you're about to see. I want you to see this, and then if Wages has enough time to see this one and the next one, I can guarantee you it'll be worth it. You will cry, and you will feel amazing before you go live yourself, brother. But watch this one first. It's going in reverse. Episode 25. This is called Gaslighting an American Election.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with the final episode of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me on the final episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're wrapping it up. People don't like all of the episodes on the sleep sofa. Look, let's be honest, he's such a bad candidate that they have to try to distract you with all kinds of fake news. Like the newest, did you see? We destroyed them with our RNC. The numbers start going belly up. So now they're trying to spin the narrative. So wait, let me get this straight. The Trump supporters are the ones who are rioting in the streets? Why don't we take a look a little closer and see what's really going on?
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
Sleep Sofa, you just failed the test.
My physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness. My mental fitness.
Wow, tongue-tied, bumbling Biden. Welcome to the show.
I just don't even know why there aren't uprisings all over the country, and maybe there will be.
There she is, Nancy Pelosi. Oh, how is that hairdo? No mask, huh? Oh, but no one's above the law. But you, huh, Nancy Pelosi? Look, let's get the gaslighting going. Here we go.
People need to start taking to the streets. This is a dictator.
When did Glenn Beck turn into such a chooch? I know, it's not really him, but that squarehead sure looks like him.
You know, there needs to be unrest in the streets for as long as there's unrest in our lives.
Wait a minute, but didn't you say the Trumpers were the ones out on the streets? Who's lying now? Oliver and Cox?
Show me where it says that protests are supposed to be polite and peaceful.
Well, it's called the First Amendment of the United States, Chris Quobover. You should probably read it sometime.
Do something about your dad's immigration practices, you feckless.
Wow, super classy. You should do something about that face. You've got RBF. Resting bee face. That's right.
When they go low, we kick.
See, behind closed doors, it's not when they go low, we go high. It's when they go low, we kick 'em. And they've been kicking the hell out of the Trumper since I came down the escalator, really.
How do you resist the temptation to run up and wring her neck?
I mean, news reporters threatening violence. Guys, are you paying attention?
Biggest terror threat in this country is white men, most of them radicalized right up to the right.
Now this one's hilarious. Don Lemonhead. Are you kidding me? All of the rioting on the streets is your left-wing Antifa scumbags. Let's think about this logically. For the last 90 days, the press has been saying, oh, peaceful protests. They wouldn't have done that if it was for Trumper.
Thought he should have punched him in the face. I said, even if you lost, he insulted your wife.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers. He said, well, what do you think I should have done? I said, I think you should have punched him in the face and then gotten out of the race. You would have been a hero.
Yes.
He came down the escalator and called Mexicans rapists and murderers.
Look, there's a gaslight right there. I never said all Mexicans were rapists and murderers. Just that they're sending a lot of them. Guess what, though? Sleepy said very similar things in 2006.
I'd like to punch him in the face.
Robert De Niro, the most overrated actor in the 20th century. I mean, look, I get it. The one character you played in Raging Bull, and you think, like, you could continue the same guy? Look, you're terrible in everything else. The same character over and over and over. Let's squint our eyes and talk the same. So I'm not really putting too much stock in Bobby De Niro.
I said if we were in high school, I'd take him behind the gym and beat the hell out of him.
You see that? Sleep Sofa Joe is the one who's behind all of the gaslighting. Sleep Sofa, bumbling Biden. He wants to fight me behind the school. Look, let's go, Sleepy.
Very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness.
I just had to watch that again. Oh my goodness, he's such a marble-mouthed, muffin-headed bumbler. Sleeping on his sleep sofa, a little Joey futon.
Punch some people in the face!
I think that werewolf made Winona Ryder pee her pants. That's what it looked like there. Let's watch that again.
Punch some people in the face!
Yep, I think so. And also Matthew Modine. Looks like he's cast for the part of Val Kilmer.
When was the last time an actor assassinated a president?
Well, ancient history would tell us that it was John Wilkes Booth. He shot my favorite president of all time, Abraham Lincoln. And of course, he was the first Republican, but most people don't know that. But I have to say, Johnny Depp, I used to like you when you played Jack Sparrow. Who knew you'd turn into a real-life scumbag pirate? Do you have scurvy?
They're still going to have to go out and put a bullet in Donald Trump, and that's a fact.
Now, that's the first time I've ever heard that. Pensy, do we have this guy's information?
Yes, Mr. President. We have the location on one beaker from Sesame Street.
Where is John Wilkes Booth when you need him?
Very clever. I see your husband is the ghost of Christmas past, so you got that going for you.
This way. That's it right there.
Remember this one? Somehow I still look better than Kathy.
I have thought an awful lot about blowing up the White House.
Do you remember this when Madonna stood outside the White House right after I won? You guys have been doing this since day one.
A Missouri state senator is under investigation by the Secret Service after saying she hopes President Trump is assassinated.
What the frig is wrong with this country?
I will go and take Trump out tonight.
This Maxine Waters, she's one of the worst of them all.
And if you see anybody from that cabinet in a restaurant, in a department store, at a gasoline station, you get out and you create a crowd. And you push back on them. And you tell them they're not welcome anymore, anywhere.
This is when it got bad. Maxine Waters standing there, lighting the fire, yelling, oh, get in people's faces. Do you remember when that started happening? People having dinner and being yelled at of restaurants? Yeah, that was all them. But oh, no, let's blame Trump somehow.
And sadly, the domestic enemies to our voting system and our honoring our Constitution are right at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Are you kidding me? This is poison right here, right? She poisons everything. I offered $10 billion to the Postal Service, and she said no. They're the ones who are destroying America. The Democrat socialism is just communism, really. Talk to anybody who's dealt with people who are like, hey, socialism, and then 5 years later, it's a communist country. It's going to happen here under Sleep Sofa Joe.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day.
For the record, this is the vice presidential candidate for the Democrat Party.
And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels, that this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
They're not going to let up, and they should not. So wait, if they're your people, and they shouldn't and will not, how did they become my people?
If you think we're rallying now, you ain't seen nothing yet.
Look, I think I've made my point. That the people on the left are crap, really. And all they've done since the beginning of 16 is try to derail my presidency. And they're trying extra hard right now. And it's all because of this.
I am very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness, my mental fitness.
Sleep Sofa Joe. The basement, he's a groundhog, yo. Look, I can't help it that you chose a sleep sofa as your candidate. But that doesn't mean you could gaslight for the last 4 years, and that when your poll numbers are starting to drop, you just spin it and say, oh no, it's all Trump. The public can see through your lies. Look, this has been quite an experience having my own talk show, the Donald Trump Show. But every good thing comes to an end, so I guess this is it. Maybe we'll see you sometime in the future. It's Donald Trump signing off.
Ooh, so that was the final. You can't find me on DLive, so it is. I'm going to type this in right now so you have it. It's DLive.tv. I saw this just the other day, /MARKPIRES Real Talk. It should be this right here. I'm going to put this in the screen so you guys can hopefully go there and sub. And we're going to open up the chest tonight. So that was episode 22. I'm really hoping, or 25. I'm really hoping that Wages has enough time to watch this, because this one makes me cry. And I swear, guys, if you're not wearing a diaper, put one on. This is called Michelle Obama, really. And she's really just kind of maybe a man. I'm not really sure what's going on, but we're going to give it a shot. So some people say her name is Michael Robinson. Some people say her name is Michelle Obama. We call her a little of both in this clip here. I hope you enjoy.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live with episode 21 of the Donald Trump Show. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald Trump.
Thank you for joining me on episode 21 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight we're going to talk about Sleep Sofa Joe, but we're also talking about Michelle Obama. Not sure if you saw her speech, so we're going to go over a little bit of it. But also, I found an oldie but a goodie. We're going to get into it. Let's see what we got.
Welcome to Kingswood Community Center.
Is Sleep Sofa trying to do his best Clint Eastwood or what? He's looking like all into the distance like, make my day, dirtbag.
Actually, that's the one down I used to work. As a joke. You didn't know where we were anyway.
The truth comes out. Bumbling Biden. Did you hear him? He said every time he gaffes, he says, that's a joke. We know you're a joke, Sleep Sofa Joe. But you really have no idea where you are, do you? Where are you? What state are you in right now? A confused state?
And here at home,
done it.
as George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and a never-ending list of innocent people of color continue to be murdered.
Miguel, I agree with you. Any innocent people should not be getting murdered by cops. But let's be honest, George Floyd, he's a 5-time criminal on his way to being 6th. And unfortunately, that bad cop, yeah, he was a maybe racist, I don't know, but he's a bad cop. Terrible cop. He should be in jail forever. And he murdered him. So, but no, that was horrible. But anybody who's murdered, but don't say countless. I think it was 13 last year. What's countless is all of the little boys, girls, adults, all of the people that are dying constantly that are not part of the Black Lives Matter movement.
Stating the simple fact that a Black Life Matters is still met with derision from the nation's highest office.
Look, I love Black lives, Michelle.
What we get instead is chaos, division, and a total and utter lack of empathy.
You see this? It's like I should write down what she's saying, and then you could write Antifa on top, and you'd say, that's what's going on right now.
They see an entitlement that says only certain people belong here.
What is she talking about, Bushwood Country Club?
That greed is good and winning is everything, because as long as you come out on top.
Says the former First Lady of the United States, living in a $12.5 million house in Martha's Vineyard.
It doesn't matter what happens to everyone else.
Why did you and your husband, because you want to all of a sudden take credit for him, why did you cut off funding to the historic black colleges and universities? I refunded them, by the way. You ever heard of the Terraform Act, Michelle? Well, your husband didn't. I released 4,400 criminals who really were, it was like minor offenses, and 97% of them were black. Why didn't you do that, huh, Miguel?
They see our leaders labeling fellow citizens enemies of the state.
You know, I'm looking into the Snowden case because you declared him an enemy of the state for just telling the people what you were doing behind their backs. It just goes to show that you didn't just spy on the Trump campaign, you spied on every single human being in the United States of America. Good job. Very good. For me. You're going down. So all I gotta say, hashtag Obamagate. Hashtag Shadowgate, really.
While emboldening torch-bearing white supremacists.
You know, this would have been the perfect time for her to bring up the wild people in the streets. They're burning buildings, they're beating people up in the streets, they're murdering each other, the criminals in all the democratic cities. And she doesn't bring it up. She talks about white supremacists. Where the hell is that going on? We're talking about rioting in the streets. It's all of your people, Michelle.
They watch in horror as children are torn from their families and thrown into cages.
Are you kidding me? We're talking about the cages that your husband built. Look at this, right on national television. She's lying to the people. Your husband is the one who built the cages and used them first. I don't even know how much we use them, but I know your husband built them.
And pepper spray and rubber bullets are used on peaceful protesters for a photo op.
Why would I not take a photo op with a Bible in my hand? It's a total baller move. Look, they shouldn't have been throwing glass bottles and water bottles that are frozen at the police officers. So they got what they deserved.
Sadly, this is the America that is on display for the next generation.
Unfortunately, what's on display for the next generation is a psyop that your husband created, and you guys continue to foster fake news. Yes, that's right. You guys created it for Trump, and I'm just destroying it against you because you all of you are fake news.
I want to start by thanking Harvey Weinstein for organizing this amazing day. Harvey. This is possible because of Harvey. He is a wonderful human being, good friend, and just a powerhouse.
Are you kidding me? Harvey Weinstein? Oh my goodness. But well, you are one heck of a judge of character, I have to say. Big league.
And the fact that he and his team took the time to make this happen for all of you should say something not about me or about this place, but about you.
Actually, it says a lot about you, Majwell. But look, let's see, do we have anything else, or is that it?
By the way, we're going to have, if I get elected president, free college education for 4 years of college, flat out.
Are you kidding me? And we're talking about Sleeps Over Joe, or is that Bernie Sanders? Free college? How are we going to do? Let's just write checks for everybody and give them college for free. This is hilarious. Look, I got to tell you, we got to get these people out of here. Look, I'll see you guys on the next episode of The Donald Trump Show.
So, guys, that's some laughs for us, okay? So we have all built ourselves up to a nice vibrational level of positivity, right? So what I want you to do right now is I want you to take all of that positivity and I want you to think about something, okay? I want you to think about something that makes you feel even more amazing than you feel right now, whether it's your spouse, it's a child, it's something that you really enjoy doing, a hobby. Just think about that for a second, okay? And I want you to feel it, amplified by what we're feeling already. And I want you to send all that positivity with me in this moment to our buddy Wages, okay? We did this the other night, and I believe it worked. Because Wages says he slept well that night. And also, my brother was on at like 4 a.m. still. I went to sleep. I was like, I gotta go. I was so tired. And I went on the air. He was laughing, ripping on some trolls. I was like, he's on fire right now. And I think that what happened is this. We together can become a force of positivity that can affect real change. And I want to do it right now. Wages, I still don't know. We haven't had a side conversation. I'd like to do that. Anytime you want to chat, just let me know. I'll send you my number. But I just want to see if we can shift it to you while you're live. And we did it the other day, and I made you a prayer of perpetuity that will always work. Anytime anybody watches that prayer, they're going to be sending their positivity to you. So like random days in the future, you're just going to feel great. And hopefully it's because this program has grown because of you, and people start watching that video and start really absorbing the content there. And it's just an intention of love towards you. You've done nothing but showing love towards me in this show, and I thank you. And I understand you and I are on the same mission, and that's the thing. I think you caught that in me right away. And you know, the reason I've been here every day is to find people like you, so we can together join forces and take on this evil that's trying to take apart our world. And I won't let it happen. That's why I've been showing up every day, and I've been just waiting for someone to find me, really. Like I've been so happy to anytime anyone comes on. I'm like, I mean, I was 500 days in when Sig came in, and I'd be like, hey, Sig, how are you? Like, oh, I'm so excited I got Sig here. You know, like, I love having you guys here. This is, seriously, we are a family of light. You know, we shield ourselves from any negativity. And I know if any trolls show up, you guys are going to do your thing in the chat, and you're going to be like, look, this isn't the platform for that. You can do that anywhere else on the internet, but here, dig deep and bring the love, bring the light, because we need to share it with each other. And when Wages said the other day, he's not, and this is what I loved, buddy. You said, I'm not ashamed to say, you know, when I'm open to prayer, I'm open to an opportunity for healing, you know, and something that maybe you can't explain. I can't explain a lot of what I've been doing for 632 days. I don't understand where the energy comes from. I've always had it, though. I don't understand where the words come from. I'm unscripted for 632 days, and we do 2 to 6 hours, and it's always just high energy, and there's just really, really deep stuff that comes out of me. I think I consider myself almost a vessel in a way where there's something that's channeling through me, and it's a connection to something we all have, but I've just fine-tuned it, I guess, over 632 days. So I love what we're doing here, and every day we're evolving. Today we did this. Did anybody see what happened today? This is crazy. How did I come up with this today? This isn't it. Listen to that. Look what I did today. So we've been doing all the Trump stuff, and out of the blue, I'm like, I got to do something different because everyone's so sensitive in this world. Well, here you go.
It's Felix Robertson live from the studio, and we're joining Joe Biden for his newest commercial. Let's go to Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden, soon the president. Look, my Aunt Judy told me to come down here and say a couple words, so I'm going to read off this teleprompter here. We're going to have a conversation about Donald Trump. Everybody's dying right now because of this president. He's the one who brought coronavirus to America. He distributed it, and he has all the people. Look, the facts are, the people on the streets are rioting in the streets because of Donald Trump. They love Trump so much that they're rioting in the streets. That's right, it's the right-wing radicals. And my Aunt Judy told me that if I come out and start speaking against it, that maybe Donald Trump's supporters will stop all the rioting in the streets. Look, I think you got to go out and vote for this leap. I mean, you got to vote for Joe. Got to just remember, I'm an average Joe. I've been just doing this my entire life. I think I got the runs or something because I got poopy in my pants. Look, before I get going to the bathroom, I just want to make sure you understand. We're fighting for the soul of America. The only person that can save it is a politician for 47 years that hasn't done it once in those 47 years. My Aunt Judy said I could do it now. Just move that teleprompter up. And I appreciate you. And I look forward to being the next president of the United States of America, Joe Trump.
Oh, guys. Vlad, love you, buddy. I'm so glad to see you. Holy cow, guys. I still can't believe I just came up with this. Is going to be the beginning of what you see there is the Joe Biden show. That will be the next set of shows here. But I realized I can't obviously make fun of Trump because he is just awesome. And Sleeps Over Joe is a mess of a human, really. And so we're going to probably just make fun of himself. I think he does that anyway. So I'll just do a show where I'm just basically trying to make fun of Trump, but I really just say stupid things like, look, my Aunt Judy told me, hold on, what's that smell? Wait, did someone poop their pants? I think it may have been me. Yeah, that's right, Sleeps Over Joe. He fell asleep on camera again. Joe Trump, right, Liz? Oh, my goodness, guys. I come up with these things right before the show. I don't script that either. These things come out improv. I improvise every single thing, and that happens every single time we do a show. I'll come up with something, and that was today's. And they're short. The ones that are not Trump shows, Biden shows, they're short. You know, like this was yesterday, the SCOTUS one. Did you see this? This is pretty good.
Hi, Mark. Oh. How are you?
Hey, Donald. How you doing?
I'm just in Ohio today. I got a rally. Going to tell everybody about the sleeps over, Mark.
Oh,
you know, he basically is napping in his basement with Hunter. They're taking a nap together, maybe.
Probably.
Maybe they're working on a diorama together of the outer space.
What?
Look, Hunter, Neptune. Look at Uranus goes around the sun. It really does, Hunter. Anyway, look, I'm going to be selecting a new Supreme Court justice this week.
I heard.
I'm leaning towards Judge Reinhold. That's right. I think he would be a really good SCOTUS.
What?
But I'm getting some pressure to select a woman. So I'm thinking about Judge Judy. I don't know. We're working on it, but I've got to get going now. Look, Mark, if it was up to you, would you go Judge Judy or Judge Reinhold?
Neither. They're both TV characters, Donald. They're both.
I'm going to leave it to let them chat because, look, I don't think you know, Mark.
What?
I'm sorry. I like the Real Talk show, but you're not in politics, Mark. You don't know what needs to be done in order to stop the evil of this world. I call it poison President G-hole and sleeps over Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I call them the Sleepy Brigade, Mark. That's right.
Oh,
now, look, I've got to get going. See you soon. Have a good night.
Oh, my goodness. Do you hear that? This is just craziness. So, before wages, I'm not sure what time you have to go. Give me a heads up because I'd like to, if you're up for a song, I'll give you a song. Yes, you got to get going, brother? Listen, I'm going to play something on the way out for wages. Wages World, party time. Just kidding. Glennis! We're going to play a little music now. Susan, you ready for some music? I'm going to introduce you guys, if you have not seen this yet, to my invention, the BeatSeat. The BeatSeat is the first drum that you could play with your hands and feet at the same time. Designed for, yes, I'll play you an original, Christine. I love that you asked. Thank you. Because I was about to say, what do people want to hear? And then I'm going to have to play you a cover, which I hate doing because I have 200 songs. So I'm going to play you one of mine. Sometimes I try a little too hard. Sometimes I need to be alone. But most times I need you there to hold me close and let me know who I am. 'Cause we try to please ourselves, never thinking about the next, always number one. And I know I'm gonna miss this place when it's gone, and we're standing right here. And I wish we were thinking about all the people walking by you. And if we start, we could change and get the best for you and me. For you and me. For you and me. We'll get the best, just you and me. And at night, the cool air feels right to me, and I thank the Lord, and I pray for more. And if the time comes when we all judge ourselves, my Lord, just let me know, and I'll be there for you. And I know that the man can get you down sometimes, and I'm not sure if we can be free. Free fall with me. Free fly away like a dream. You love the ones you miss the most. For sure, you love the ones you miss the most. So we walk on down the road, holding hands, philosophize with God, and I will soar in the clouds tonight. And I'll spread my wings, open up and fly away.
And I know I'm gonna miss this place when it's gone. And we're standing right here when I wish we were thinking about all the people walking by me and you. And if we start, we could change and get the best for you. For you and me, for you and me. We'll get the best, just you and me. Just you and me, just you and me. Just you and me, just you and me. Oh, just you and me. We'll get the best, just you and me. We'll get the best, just you and me. I wrote that song on September 21st, 1999. Wow. "21 years and 2 days ago." How crazy is that? Sitting under a tree at Waveney Park in New Canaan, Connecticut, I wrote that song in like 3 minutes. It flew out of me. My favorite line, and it's, we're living it right now. We're living this line. I said it twice. And I know I'm gonna miss this place when it's gone. And we're standing right here. I sang that once, and someone said, "What do you mean by that?" I said that's my favorite line in the song. So, and even though there are great lines like, "And I know that the man can get you down sometimes. When I don't know if we can be free. Free fall with me. Free fly away. Oh, like a dream, you love the ones you miss the most." Great line. You love the ones you miss the most. But when I know I'm gonna miss this place when it's gone, and we're standing right here. Don't we miss the world that we were living in a year ago? You can go to a sporting event. You can go anywhere you wanted without a mask. You didn't have to worry about contracting COVID-19 because you would potentially just contract the flu and you were okay with that. Because some people get it and they don't make it. You know, upwards of 45,000 people a year can get that and not make it. And I know we just hit 200,000 for COVID. But again, I you know, we're not going to get into too deep in the woods on this today, guys, but that number is probably about 45 to 50. I've heard some stories. You're literally, if you go and get tested 10 times because you had it and they just want to make sure you don't have it and you're going back into society and each time you test as you still have it, that's not just you testing again. You're a new positive. So that's 10 more positives in the mix. And if anybody pooped and they wound up having COVID and they died for something else, they still call it a COVID. It's not real. You know, what was it? 10,000 people died from COVID? I know everybody has a COVID. There's a lot of this. Look, we're not a healthy country. So most people have a comorbidity. So it's not like you could be like, well, it only kills this many, because most people aren't totally healthy. So you can't say it's not scary. It's not dangerous. It's extremely dangerous. But shutting down the economy, shutting down the world, when they said 2 million to 3 million people would die and 200,000 die, to me, that seems like they got it wrong and they're trying to just still keep us afraid because there's an election in 2 months. And look, sleeps over Joe. He needs to do it because if you see him lately, he can't even speak without like a friggin' teleprompter. They're like, oh, Sleepy, can we ask you a question? He's like, look, I'll get you later. I gotta go. I gotta run. I gotta take a jog. Vlad, love you, brother. All right, I'm going to play you guys another original real quick. I will play you original songs every single night, all the time. My favorite thing to do is play songs that I've written for the world and nobody ever heard.
So the best for you and me, 1999, I wrote that song, that I want the best for you and me. And now I'm here with you every day for the rest of my days, 21 years and 2 days later. Did I know when I was sitting under that tree in 1999 that one day I'd start something called Real Talk and I would dedicate the rest of my life to broadcasting light to the people in this world that need it most? No. But the words certainly fit, because I sure do miss the place that I'm sitting in right now. It used to be totally different. And the hatred in this world is just, it's terrible. Nobody should walk around feeling the way that we're feeling about anything. And it's the gaslighting that's the problem. If you watched episode 25, you saw, like, this has been just completely engineered from the beginning. When the left, if you remember the day that Trump won the election, you saw it all over the street, not my president! And people freaked out. And that never stopped. They never gave him a chance to even do his job day one. They called him xenophobe, racist, bigot, anti-Semite before he even got in, and then it was the end of him. So at the end of the day, never had a shot. That's the bottom line. The guy never had a shot. Demon possessed. Your original song, theme song? I have a theme song for Hammerlin Jameson that I created. Be the light of protection. That's exactly what we're going to be, Barb. This is what the platform will be. That we're together, we become brighter. I think it's just like the starting point, and then we just add on. It's like the classic scenario of add-on. Like, everything grows, and everything's an infectious process, like whether it's a good or a bad infection. You think about that. Like, positive infection is not a bad thing, but infection in general is like people are either going to be infected by negativity or positivity. It's not affected. They're infected. Think about that. They're infected by either negativity or positivity. And if we affect positivity on people, then they will find that infection much cleaner and more. There's just a lot more that you can get from that type of infection, because we can't control that. You know, they're out there like, you're going to get this, so COVID, if you go out there, you're going to breathe it. Like, okay, it may happen, but you're also going to get negativity. You're going to catch that. You're catching that negativity no matter where you look, people. It's on the Negatube. It's on a lot of channels where it is bringing you down into a hole. And we as humans are kind of weird, where we almost like it in a way. It's like weird. We're like, in the moment, we're like, yeah, let's keep going. And it's like you're feeling even more miserable. You don't even realize it. But when you come here, we're going to level you up every single step of the way. The way you feel today is just the start. Tomorrow, you keep going. Eventually, you are going to find yourself in a vibrational level much better than you were before you found this program. It's a guarantee, because I live my life here, guys. And if you just want to find some of it every day, just show up. I'll be here with you. I'll play songs for you, with you. And we're here to interact and connect. And at the end of the day, we're here to affect real change, one person at a time. Positive. So let me play you a little something here. My most passionate song. Okay. All right, we can roll on that. Most passionate song. This is called We All Are the Same. It was a cold and cloudy day, and the wind was in the air. I color softly, hidden behind this broken man, finding peace today. And I don't know a divine way to live. I just live my days, I love my days, and I wake up tomorrow. We all are the same, and we all feel the same. We all are the same. Are the same. Are the same. Maybe today release feels like the right word for me. Maybe tomorrow I'm gonna run around in the rain with you. All I know, my love, is I'm gonna be, well, I'm gonna be myself. 'Cause we all are the same. We all feel the same, we hurt the same, we love the same, we bleed the same. We all are the same. Life goes on till I die, holding hands with God. Open my eyes, face to face with this broken man, finding peace today. And I don't know a divine way to live. I just love my days, I live my days, and I wake up tomorrow. Maybe today really sounds like the right word for me. And maybe tomorrow I'm gonna run around in the rain with you. And I know my love is I'm gonna be, well, I'm gonna be myself. 'Cause we all are the same. We all feel the same, we hurt the same, we love the same, we bleed the same. Yeah, we all are the same. We all feel the same. Yeah, and life will go on. Yeah, and life will go on. Yeah, life will go on. On and on, on and on. Yeah. Yeah, we all are the same. We all are the same. We all feel the same. We are the same, we love the same, we bleed the same. We are the same, we hurt the same, we love the same. We are the same, we hate the same, we feel the same, we love the same. We all are the same. Another song meant for today, not for when I wrote it. I wrote that in roughly 2001. I think I wrote that maybe a little bit after 9/11. I was a young liberal, if you could believe it, at the time. And I thought to myself, we need to find a way to come together because we're all the same, essentially. Like, forget about our religious beliefs, forget about our faith, whatever that's been drilled into us as we've grown up. But besides that, we are the same. We have the same emotions coursing through our body. We just feel them at different times. I always use this as an example. My best friend in high school, if someone fell, he would laugh. Can you believe that? He would laugh. And I would go right over and be like, are you all right? Can I help? Are you okay? Two different perspectives, two different sets of emotions that are responding in that moment. But they're the same emotions I have. I have the ones that make me laugh too. You could tell what I'm doing here with the show. I laugh a lot, but I don't laugh when people get hurt. My friend could laugh when people get hurt. I can't do that. It's just a different type of, brain response, essentially. I don't know. But do you guys like that song? That song is fire. We all are the same. I'm going to keep playing you songs that relate to where we are in this time in history right now, because I'm not going to call myself Nostradamus, but I wrote these songs and they really fit today a lot more than they did when I wrote them.
Trumpstradamus, look, I could see the future.
Yes, I think just an angel. You don't know the half of it. I put up a clip 2 days ago. If you go back and look at the inspirational stuff I've been putting out in the rants, I call it the MARKPIRES rants. But if you look at the last few days, I'm not ashamed to say it. I break down a lot here, guys. I let these moments take me. Like, I almost started to cry at the end of that. These songs move me. I wrote them because I knew that at some point they would help us change the world. You listen to the words. I know I'm going to miss this place when it's gone and we're standing right here. Like, what? That's a straight up Nostradamus thing to say right there. Like, I know one day we'll be sitting in this exact position and we're going to miss the world we lived in. That's happening. 2020. I wrote it in 1999. I'm going to play you another one that I wrote back then and we'll see if it has any connections to today, guys. This is a little, like, you guys a little dirt. This is a dirty tune. You guys mind? Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Just an angel. I put out a clip earlier today too. I want you guys to know something. I've had people kind of tune in and be like, hey, you're talking about something that's connected to this thing. And I pretty much, oh, you know what? Let me head over to DLive real quick. I'm not able to see the screen. Oh, you know what I could do over here? Give me 1 second. I'm going to flip it over on here. My people on DLive. Listen, we are going to connect on DLive a lot more now, just because there's an opportunity for us to open us up a chest at the end of the night, which is pretty cool. And we're going to pop that puppy open in a little while. And I just wanted to thank, let's see who I have, because a couple people, let's see, it looks like I got a couple donations over here, guys. I love you guys. I love it when you guys support the program, because I've been doing this forever. It's not about that, but at the end of the day, the transition is necessary. The transition is necessary. There's no way I can continue to do this effectively. Like, I want to create 5 clips a day for you guys, not 1 right before I go live. So we'll keep driving, and eventually we become something bigger when we can get the world to tune in and find the light. There's too much darkness out there, guys. Let's shut off that negatube, tune in every night, and let's charge up, right? I figure it this way. My motto is to effect a positive change one person at a time. Now, being here for 632 days, I should have affected 632 lives by now. That to me is literally checking off the box. One person a day. If I could do that, I've done what I'm meant to do. Because I realize the way they put me in a hole, I can't expect more. I can't say, well, I want to find 10 more people today that want positivity, that want to come here and dance. To literally, you guys understand? You may hear me laughing sometimes in the background when I play some of these clips. I'm literally like running around laughing and banging on stuff because I just have like such a good time here with you guys. And if I wasn't sitting on the beat seat, I'd be dancing while I was playing songs. I'd be standing up dancing. Like, I like to express myself. And you could tell by the way I move around and the stupid faces I make when I sing. I'm going to play you guys an amazing song, okay? This is called How It Used to Be. Let me just make sure she's tuned up nicely. That went a little too high. So this is a tune I wrote. It's just a really cool rhythm. All right, so a really cool rhythm. Check this out. Bradley, how are you, my friend? Let's see who's on. If I missed you over here on DLive, let me know. I want you guys to all know that this is the platform where we are all interacting together. But I'm going to play you a song I wrote many years ago called How It Used to Be. Check this out. I've got me thinking about yesterday. Scenes open-ended, my memories cast shadows over me. I face my decision, been thinking about you and how it used to be, how it used to be. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's how it used to be. How it used to be. My days seem longer now. My mornings harder without you. To wake up smiling next to. Ooh. Oh, and it's how it used to be. It's how it used to be. I think about it all the time. How it used to be. I'm so cold without you loving me. Stories told from now and nevermore about you and me. And how it used to be. How it used to be. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. how it used to be. How it used to be. It's how it used to be. My days seem longer now. My morning's harder without you to wake up smiling next to be happy again. Why did it have to end? Oh, yeah, now we have to walk into night with my eyes closed. Even though it's dark outside, I could see what's in front of me. Oh, it's how it used to be. It's how it used to be. I think about it all the time. How it used to be. How it used to be. Do, 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 do. No, no, no. This is how it used to be. No, 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 no. It's how it used to be. How it used to be. Oh, down. Oh, you rock. Thank you, Hot Rod. And thank you for the lemon. You rock. You are amazing. Yeah, thank you. And look, guys, DLive is kicking in. I'm loving you, DLive. Guys, head over to DLive. Kick it out with my friends over there. So who's on with me? Sound off if you're on DLive right now. Let me say hello to me because I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you right now, people. Hammerlin Jameson. Look, I kind of had a little swig of this. I didn't realize that Mark had tapped this with a little bit of vodka Jameson mixed. We call it the Jameson. It's not a good thing, because then I'm like a little sloppy here during my news feed. Hammerlin Jameson ready to one of the fake news. Oh my goodness, guys. I'm so happy to have you all here, guys. We're going to connect. Every day I'm here. So just keep in mind, at 10:30 every night I'm here. On 10:30 Eastern time. And if I come on earlier, it's going to be in the feed. I'm going to drop a message on the board if I'm ever able to come on at 7:30. I'd like to come on earlier so I don't have to go until 2, 3 in the morning every night, but we do go to about 2, 3 in the morning every night. I'm going to play another, oh, you know what? Let me play you something you may know. You want me to play you something you guys know? Or should I play you another original? Look, I will play you originals all night long, so don't fresh me out that way. Like, literally, I got thousands of songs I could play here. Drop a little note. So tell me, what are you guys feeling? Do you want me to play an original or you want me to play a cover song? You know what? I want to play that into the Mystic song because I really enjoyed that. We dropped it today. Where did we put it, Mike? It's a nice mellow song, but we try to throw a little flavor in it. I only heard it twice, and then I played it 3 times so far. This will be time number 4. Let's make it better, buddy. Each time should be better than the last time. Sometimes it's not, but we're hopeful. We're hopeful, always expecting to one-up ourselves, people. Okay, where the heck did I put my... Patsy, did you steal my capo again? He keeps putting it under my old shoes. Patsy, why would you put the capo again under my old shoes, Pansy?
Mr. President, those aren't old shoes. You just wore them once.
I know, Patsy. I said old. Friggin' wear them once. I mean, what do you think those are? Those are old. Once you wear them, it's like taking a car off the lot. You're going to realize that that car is now old. It's old, just like the stupid shoes I wore. And now you're telling me that they're not. That they're not old, really, Pansy? Okay, put them under my worn one shoes that I think are old and you think are new. How about that? What do we have? We still have a pair of shoes with it on my capo, okay?
All right, guys, we're going to play this. Because we were born before the wind, is apparently what happened. And we're going to show you how we were born before the wind.
Born for the wind. So younger than the sun. You're the bonnie boat sailing to the misty.
This screen is pissing me off. I got this like pop-up. I can't stand these. I mean, it's a free website that shows me chords, so I guess I should expect this. But it's got a stupid, half the screen is covered by this chooch over here. Can you close this? Like, what's the story over there? I'm waiting for this to give me an option to... It shows me 203,000 people are watching this right now. I don't want to see it. It's stupid. You're dumb. Okay, people? Get rid of it. How do we get rid of it? I can't stand that. Anyway, all right, let's just deal with it. Why isn't it allowing me to close it? All right, let me just forget about it, guys. I don't want to look at it. I'm not going to look at it. All right, here we go. This is
Born Before the Wind. This is called Into the Mystic with this gentleman Dave Van Morrison, really.
Here we go.
We were born for the wind. Also younger than the sun. Yeah, the bonnie boat was one. We sailed into the mystic. Hark now, hear the sailors cry. Smell the seas, touch the sky. Oh, and let your soul and spirit fly into the mystic. When that foghorn whistle blows, I will be coming home. And when that foghorn whistle blows, I wanna fear it. I don't wanna fear it, and I wanna rock your gypsy soul, just like the days of old. And when magnificent we fall into the mistake. We were born for the wind. Oh, they're younger than the sun. And the bonnie boat is one that sailed into the mystic. Hark now, hear ourselves cry. Smell the sea and touch the sky. Won't let your soul, won't let your spirit fly into the mystic. When that foghorn whistle blows, I will be coming home. When that foghorn whistle blows, I gotta hear it. I don't wanna fear so warm, just like the days of old, yeah. And magnificently we fold into the mistake. Into the mistake. We were born for the sun, also young when the sun was born, and only boat was one, sailed into the mistake. Hark now, sailors cry, smell the seas and touch the sky. Let your soul spirits fly into the mistake. When the fall whistle blows, the wind home. When the fall whistle blows, I'll hear it. I don't wanna fear it. Rock your gypsy soul like the days of old, magnificent we fold instead. And magnificently we fold into the mistake. How's my family doing? There's a 14-hour lag difference. That's it, Bradley said. Love that. Did you guys like that? Into the mistake. Oh, you know what that made me think of? Oh my goodness, guys. Look at Patsy put my capo right on my freaking guitar. And I'm looking for it. I'm like, where, Patsy? Why did you steal my capo, put it under my shoe? It wasn't under my old shoe. It wasn't at all. He had it on the guitar the whole time. I feel really bad now. Patsy, I'm really sorry, Patsy. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. Are you okay? Yeah, Mr. President, I'm fine. I'm used to it. Oh, what does that mean? Do I not treat you fairly? Are you not feeling love from the trumper? So that is a really cool tune. I'm so glad that Wolfie asked me to play that. I never would have played it before. Be in the Light, I love you. Hot Rom, I love you. You guys are awesome. Be in the Light, are you someone from the Tube? Because I love you. Good night, Restream. Thank you, Be in the Light. Listen, I would love it if you come back tomorrow and let me know if you want me to play anything specific for you or do an impression. Do an impression of anybody you want to hear. Or we can do a song of anybody you want to hear. And hopefully I can play it. Probably not. And then we just make something up if I don't know it. All right, I'm going to play one more soft song here, okay? Because it's getting late, okay? Let's see what we got here. Now, I don't know how to play this. I'm just remembering 1996 when I was in high school and a friend used to play this in his car. So I've heard it. I've heard it a few other times since then, but not a ton.
So you think you could tell heaven from hell? I don't know how the rest of it goes, but I'll try anything really. Isn't he like... Alright, let's just get that. I think it's... It's not going to work. It's hard to do a loop on this. So you think you could tell? Whatever. I want to play something mellow. I think we did it though a little bit, really. Hope you guys know when I sing a cover like that, I'm trying to sing it like Roger Waters. I hope you can tell. I can try, you know, as a celebrity impressionist, I'm trying to make it as close to the original for you as possible. Yeah, we need 200 on DLive. Desperate so Mark can do Trump, please. But he's loving the tune. Sig is saying we need to get over 200 on DLive in case YouTube does decide to give me the old axe. Let's see where we are right now, Glynis. I'm going to tell Glynis where we are. Hot Rod Mama over on DLive is Glynis. Where we are currently right now with hours, so we know where our targets are. Guys, we have like 7 days here to get to this target number of 4,000 hours. And right now we have, let's see, 3,452 public hours. So that means we need 548. Jeez, I thought we were closer than that. How did that happen? I thought we had, hold on. We're going to refresh here because I don't think that's right. Is that right? No. Closer, guys. We're 3,575 watch hours right now. So we need 425 hours to win. 425 hours, that's so doable. What did we have just the other day? 888, remember that? Right now we need 425 to win. We're going to win big league. That means 7 days, 1 week from today. I'm pretty sure we're doing this, guys. I said it from the beginning. I didn't have any doubt at all that we can make this happen. And I want to thank Sig. I want to thank Wages. I want to thank Trinity. I want to thank Vlad. I want to thank Scott. I want to thank everybody out there. If I'm missing you at all, Homegrown USA, I want to thank everybody who's out there promoting and sharing this content, because without you, it would have been many more hundreds of days before you found me, because I never would have given up. But you would have missed all of the great stuff we're doing here. And I want to say hello to all my people on DLive. What's up, people? I love you. We're here to connect every single day. And this is day 632 in a row. Let's play a song. And then we're going to play a couple face swaps for you. And if you don't know what face swaps are, you definitely got to stick around. In fact, while I figure out what the next song is, let me play you today's. This was Sleep Sofa Joe. Really?
Hi, Mark. How are you?
See, I do a lot of stuff where Trump calls me. That's the other thing that happens. Hold on a second. Let me just get this back to normal.
Hi, Mark. How are you?
Hey, Donald.
I'm just in Ohio today.
But this was today's bit, guys. Check this out. Lisa, how are you? Lisa, you missed this. Check this out. This is today's bit. We've been doing the Donald Trump show. I did 25 episodes of the Donald Trump show, and now we are dealing with a new animal. This is it. While I find a new song for you.
It's Felix Robertson live from the studio, and we're joining Joe Biden for his newest commercial. Let's go to Vice President of the United States. Joe Biden sued the president. Look, my Aunt Judy told me to come down here and say a couple words, so I'm going to read off this teleprompter here.
We're going to have a conversation about Donald Trump. Everybody's dying right now because of this president. He's the one who brought the virus to America. He distributed it, and he has all the people. Look, the facts are, the people on the streets are rioting in the streets because of Donald Trump. They love Trump so much that they're rioting in the streets. That's right, it's the right-wing radicals. And my Aunt Judy told me that if I come out and start speaking against it, that maybe Donald Trump's supporters will stop all the rioting in the streets. Look, I think you got to go out and vote for this leap. I mean, you got to vote for Joe. You got to just remember, I'm an average Joe. I've been just doing this my entire life. I think I got the runs or something because I got poopy in my pants. Look, before I get going to the bathroom, I just want to make sure you understand. We're fighting for the soul of America. The only person that can save it is a politician for 47 years that hasn't done it once in those 47 years. My Aunt Judy said I could do it now, though. Just move that teleprompter up a little. And I appreciate you. And I look forward to being the next president of the United States of America, Joe Trump.
Oh, guys, it's a new era. We have the Donald Trump show and the Joe Biden show. It's coming, just so you know. You know the thing. Joe Biden, the one patriotic American knows. That's right. Look, we're looking for the thing. That's right, Joe. Do you have the thing? It's called a brain. Do you have one of those anymore? Or are you just married to Joe Biden? I'm very proud of you that you married yourself. You figured, I know you're liberal, but geez, sleeps over. I didn't realize that you could marry yourself. Are we doing polygamy now, too? Like, what's going on, sleeps over, Joe? Maybe you should take another nap on your Joey futon, and when you wake up, you're going to be like, oh, goody good two shoes. Oh, thank you, DLive 420 Demon Slayer. I love you. Well, I'm over with you right now, actually. I appreciate you so much. I'm live every single day for 632 days. I do 2 to 6 hours. We play music. We do face swaps. In fact, I feel like if we should put the guitar down in about 37 seconds, and we should do a ton of face swaps. Let's get people crying with laughter, where you get the pain in your belly button, you're like, I can't stop it, my cheeks hurt right here, I have a cheeky problem. Yes, winning big league on the Donald Trump show, i.e. the Real Talk program. Oh, you guys are awesome. Sleeps over, yeah, he takes a nap on it. But he also is a sleep sofa, Lisa. It's crazy. Like, sometimes they'll walk into the room and they're like, where's Joe? Can't find him. Let me just take a nap on the sleep sofa over here. Oh, what are you doing? You're creeping up on me over here. Oh, I'm sorry, Joe. I thought you were a sleep sofa. Oh. He's a freaking sleep sofa, people, okay? He naps on himself. He's married to himself. He naps on himself. And he is the only person I know who takes a nap every 15 minutes on the hour. He's winning big league on naps. He's winning big league on naps, people. Oh, love you all, my DLive people. We got to get up over 200. We're at 72 right now. I love all 72 of you. I love all 1,800 of you on YouTube. That's 1,872 people at least. I don't know where we're at 18. It doesn't show you like 1804. It says like 18K and then 8.1 and whatever. I'm not sure where we are. But Lisa likes it when we do the Trump. We're going to do it all night long. Lionel Richie, when he sang the song, he actually asked Donald Trump to sing it. He was like, people ask you cold in the streets. Come and dancing all in the streets. We're going to a party, Caramu Fiesta. Melania, check it out. They want me to sing all night long. Check it out. Ready? All night long, Dad. Okay, hold on. I need to call Pansy to get the vocal note. What key am I singing this one in? Melania, could you get Pansy on the phone? Thank you. Oh yeah, put him on the line. Donald, it's Dr. Evil. Dr. Evil, I don't want to talk to you. I'm trying to get in touch with Pansy. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you called me. It came through on the Evil monitor. Dr. Evil, I'm still trying to find out where I can get the Evil monitor. Is it something you sell on QVC?
No, Donald, I have my own suppliers that make the evil monitors for me. Number 2, can you get me the supplier's name? Hello, Donald? He hung up again, number 2. Son of a... I always hang up on him. Look, I don't have time for Dr. Evil, okay? He's a bad guy. As far as I know, he's been working with George Soros to take over the world. You know, yeah, George Soros. He's actually the typecast character for Jabba the Hutt. They used George Soros in all of the Jabba the Hutt characters. They didn't need a skin. They didn't need any makeup. They're just like, George, go sit there and lay down sideways. George, I need you to just lay here and eat grapes, okay? Could you do that, evil conqueror, George? Oh, I forgot to say, he's also Emperor Palpatine. That's right. You didn't know? You weren't sure of this? Yes. George Soros is not only Jabba the Hutt, he's also Emperor Palpatine. Typecast. He's typecast, really. I'm pretty sure that George Lucas was probably sitting at home with his sketch pad, and he's like, I kind of figure out, what do I do with this character, Jabba the Hutt? And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, we have this new billionaire on the screen. Check it out. It was actually Hammerlin Jameson. I think it was when he was on top of his game at the time. It's Hammerlin Jameson. We're here with the newest billionaire on the scene. His name is George Soros, and I'm here to rip the lid off the fact that he's a great guy. And look, Hammerlin wasn't always the greatest at, uncovering the truth. He used to kind of drink the Kool-Aid. They paid him a little extra for his Jameson. And he was able to kind of, mask the fact that he was a crap reporter back then, really. Anyway, old Hammerlin had a chance to beat George Soros. We call him Old Bag of Bones Soros. And Soros, we call him Old Sorable. He's sorable, really. He's the most sorable human being in the world. This is how my mind works, people. I improvise everything into existence. And I've never heard of Sorable before, but he is George Sorable. Oh, my goodness. I'm going to have to use that on tomorrow's Face Swap. Because you're winning big league. All of you on DLive, I love you. I love you on the DLive because it's called Donald Live, really. Nobody realizes it, but it's not about like DLive being like dynamic live. No, it's Donald Live. I actually own the platform. And they're trying to take it away from being like everything else. They're like, oh, he's a bad guy. A billionaire is not getting friggin' paid to get crapped on every single day. But, oh, that's just me, Trumper. Let's call him a racist xenophobe. Oh, wait a second. Hold on. He's an anti-Semite. I'm an anti-Semite, really? My daughter converted to Judaism. Really? Are you stupid people? Come on. It's like you're Joe Biden or something. We're looking at you and you're a Sleeps Over. Sleeps Over Public. Look, it's the Sleeps Over Public. They're like, Joe Biden is a great candidate. He's a freaking Joey Futon. Okay? We're going to take a nap on him. 15-minute cat nap on the Joey Futon. Remember, no matter how bad it gets for Joey, when we take him apart, when I chop off his arms in the square, we're going to do a Braveheart. Have you seen Braveheart before? I'm going to play the people who rip apart Mel Gibson at the end of the movie. But Mel Gibson, Joe Biden will be playing the part of Mel Gibson, really. And I'll be playing the Undertaker guy with the crazy mask on who rips out his belly. And he starts going, yeah, rah, 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 rah. That's going to be Donald J. Trump. And then the public's going to say, yeah, Sleep's over. Winning big league, really.
Guys, this has been me just being an idiot for the last 5 minutes, but that's what happens when you're an idiot, I guess. Oh, gosh. Guys, I don't know. I just like to be a little crazy and let the moment happen. That's where all my face swaps come from. My face swaps come from that. In fact, I feel like we should just stick with the comedy. Let's get you something here. Let's laugh a little bit, guys. This is a Donald Trump episode. Or instead of Donald Trump episode, let me play you a little clip. Check this out. This is from a few days ago. Very quick.
It's Hammerl and Jameson live from the studio. We're going to join Donald Trump for his daily conference. We'll see what this is about. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you. Thank you so much for allowing me to share a couple of things about Sleeps Over Joe. Of course, you know he's a bumbling Biden sleeping on his Joey futon, but he also has some very, very poor qualities as well. Like, did you know that he calls his Aunt Judy whenever he has a question? Did you know that little boys and girls run their hands up and down his legs? Did you know he likes to sniff the hair of little boys and girls and kiss them right square on the forehead? And he whispers weird stuff in their ears, too. I can't figure it out, but everybody seems to want him to be president. Of course, he doesn't realize what he's doing, and he forgot his name this morning. Look, all I can tell you is that Sleep's over. He's a friggin' mess, people. I mean, seriously, that's your candidate? You know I'm going to murder him in the square, right? We're going to have a boxing match in the square. I'm going to use his head like a bobblehead Joe. Look, we're going to have a bumbling Biden bobblehead contest, okay? I'm going to see how many times I can pop him in the head before he remembers his name. But I gotta go. I'll see you tomorrow on the next Real Talk, I guess, because I don't have a show anymore. Anyway, we're still winning Big League. Not against the Fluad, but we're winning Big League against President Sheol, Nancy Pelosi, and, of course, Sleeps Over Joe. So, have a nice nap in your Joey futon, Sleepy. I'll see you soon.
So that I made just 2 days ago. Like, I create a lot of silly face swaps that way. Did you guys see Joe Biden rapping? That has got to be seen. This is like insanity that you haven't seen this yet. It's called Bumbling Beats, really. Here we go. Like, did you guys see my rap for Joe Biden yet? This is pretty funny.
Very willing to let the American public judge my physical and mental my physical as well as my mental fitness, my mental fitness, my mental fitness.
Look, I can't help it that you chose a sleep sofa as your candidate.
My physical as well as my mental fitness, my mental fitness, my mental.
Have you heard of Joe Biden in the basement? He be hiding, waiting to come out to see his shadow. Run back downstairs. He's a groundhog. Oh no, there's 6 more weeks of race wars.
Physical as well as my mental fitness.
Oh, so that's going to be the rap I'm going to write over that. I think I just did it. I think that'll just be it. I'll clip it tomorrow and drop that, what we just did right there, Nita. Have you heard of Joe Biden? In the basement, he be hiding. Oh, in the basement, he be hiding for sure. I said Hunter Biden is like hanging out in the basement with his papa. And they're in the basement, they're sleeping it together, probably working on puzzles or maybe playing Jenga. Maybe he's like, oh, Papa, it's your turn. It's your turn to take a piece out of the Jenga. Oh, my goodness. Just Angel said, I have to type big because it is part of my ABI. Oh, my goodness. That's not too bad, right, 4Twin? I made a second one, but it wasn't that good. Yeah, you're right, Anthony. You got to finish a second one. Like, I got when I started. I don't think I have it here, but it was the other one where he's like, "I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. I'm Joe Biden's Joe. I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden." And it was kind of crazy. Actually, this may be it here. I don't know if that's.
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years, and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Well, let's hear that one more time. Joe, can you do that one more time?
Is that what you just did? I'm going to beat Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Yeah,
that's the same one you just saw. I thought I had the other one here, but regardless of that, let me play you guys something here that I think you'll enjoy. This is... You know what I'm going to do? Who the hell knows? I'm going to play something here. Trump Show. How about Sleeps Over 1? Did you see that one? Actually, here's one of my favorite episodes. We're talking about Hunter Biden sleeping with his sleep sofa with his dada, right? Well, this is the episode that the left doesn't want you to see, really. Check it out. It's called Biden Behind Bars. Winning big league, except if you're Hunter Biden.
Harold and Jameson introducing the President of the United States for episode 19 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me on episode 19 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight, we talk about bumbling Biden again. Did you hear about it? In Ukraine, he's now being brought up on charges. About time. Let's take a closer look.
Democrat presidential candidate and former Vice President Joe Biden finds himself in more hot water this week.
You know, when Sleep Sofa Joe goes in the hot water, the kids like to run their hands up and down his legs and watch the white hairs rise up and down in the water. He loves it when the kids play on his lap. He loves kids on his lap.
Just confirmed, a Ukrainian court ordered Joe Biden to be formally listed in a criminal case.
Ooh, formally listed? What does that mean? Let's get to the bottom of it.
The crime? The alleged firing of Ukraine's former prosecutor general, Viktor Shokin.
Oh, the old quid pro quo routine.
In exchange for dropping an investigation into Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden.
Is it me, or does Hunter Biden look just like Skeet Ulrich?
Biden and the company for which he was a board member, Burisma Oil. Shokin formally called for an investigation into his firing back in February of 2020.
Interesting timing. Right after the fake impeachment. Right when coronavirus made its way to our shores. Look, I'm not saying that the Ukraine is involved with coronavirus, but it just seems like they're trying to stonewall any investigation into Sleep Sofa Joe, but he's involved in something nefarious here with his son.
Claiming the Ukrainian government at the time relieved Shokin of his post in exchange for $1 billion in loan guarantees promised by Biden.
It's not looking good for the Sleep Sofa. I'm wondering if he could bumble his way out of this one.
A bribe Biden himself admitted to doing.
What? The Democratic candidate for President of the United States bribed somebody? I've got to see this one.
The prosecutor's not fired. You're not getting the money. Oh, son of a bitch. Got fired.
So let me get this straight, Sleep Sofa Joe. You and your son decided to hold the Ukrainian people hostage while you had them drop an inquiry into your son, Hunter Skeet Ulrich. I think he's Skeet Ulrich. I don't think it's really Hunter. I'm just saying.
But at the time Shokin called for this case back in February, the courts listed one of the defendants as an unnamed American.
That's actually interesting because Sleep Sofa Joe forgets his name all the time.
An individual widely understood to be Joe Biden, Obama's Ukraine point man.
Two things that surprised me. First of all, that Obama picked Biden as his VP, and that he'd have him be point man on anything. Besides feather count on the pillow he uses at the White House.
But Biden was never formally named.
This can't be good for Sleep Sofa Joe right before the Democratic convention. He's going to have a scandal.
Now, the courts have ruled it is improper to conceal Biden's name and that there is sufficient evidence to proceed with an investigation.
You know, I said a while back, why isn't anybody looking into Hunter? And everybody gave me a hard time. Look, nobody asks Joe Biden the tough questions because he doesn't remember the answers.
The ruling cannot be appealed.
Perhaps Sleep Sofa, if he took a nap, maybe he'd be able to retain more information.
Another key development in this story is the release of a series of telephone conversations that has garnered major questions.
Ooh, telephone calls. I wonder if it's like Jerky Boys. It's Saul Rosenberg.
Andrei Derkach, a member of parliament in Ukraine, in a press conference Tuesday released what he says appear to be voice recordings of then Secretary of State John Kerry, Vice President Joe Biden, and then President of Ukraine Poroshenko.
Well, unfortunately, we're not able to hear what Catherine Zeta-Jones has to say in the interview. And it looks like, she's interviewing the guy who banged Stifler's mom. You know, from the American Pie movie.
Poroshenko, discussing the Burisma case and discussing the removal of Viktor Shokin.
Look, somebody's going to have to find that leaked audio for me. I can't wait to listen in. I love good content, especially when it's John Kerry and Joe Sleep Sofa bumbling Biden speaking with Poroshenko.
Neither Kerry, Biden, nor Poroshenko have affirmed the verity of these recordings.
Of course they don't. They've got doggy doo-doo on their loafers.
The recordings appear to have been leaked from government officials and whistleblowers, but are currently being verified.
Well, Sleep Sofa would like to verify that he doesn't have a poopadoop in his pants.
Ukrainian President Zelensky,
the owner of the largest car manufacturer company in the movie Tommy Boy.
And Zelensky stated he anticipates more developments over the course of the summer and says the case could qualify as high treason.
High treason? For the bumbler? Maybe that's why he's been pretending that he's going senile. He just makes things up because you're going to unmask him. Now they have, and he can say, look, I don't freaking remember. I don't remember my name, really.
Candidate Biden has yet to respond to this latest development.
Well, that's because Biden can't do anything but read off of a teleprompter. Look, I think that's probably enough for episode 19 of the Donald Trump Show. Bumbling. So make sure you subscribe, ding that bell. I'll see you tomorrow, the next Donald Trump Show. Have a good night.
Max Scott. I got Max Scott with me, guys. Check it out. Hey, Max, say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody, Max. You a good boy? Oh, he's my good boy. That's my good boy. You're such a good boy, Maxie. You're such a good boy, Max Scott. Do you like hanging out with Daddy? Yeah, the little puppy. Isn't he gotten huge, guys? Unbelievable. He's getting so big. You're going to be about double. You're tired, right? I know. I just brought him out for a little walk, and then he wants to hang out with me. Little boy, look at you. You're such a cutie. What a little cutie, right, Max Scott? So we're out here the first day, and I had him hanging out with me when he was a baby, like 7 weeks old. And Dag isn't on tonight, but Dag says, oh my goodness, Max is cool. He should be your mascot. And I'm like, yeah, he'll be the Real Talk mascot. The next day, my son goes, are you going to have Max on the show again? He's going to be Max Scott. I said, oh my goodness, Max Scott? And he said, he goes, no, I mean mascot. I'm sorry. I said, no, son, that was the brilliant thing that came out of your mouth, Max Scott. So he's the Real Talk Max Scott, right, Max? And he's going to probably get a little bored with sitting here with me, but we will get another face swap going so I can bring him back upstairs. Isn't he so cute, right, Maxie? You're about 12 weeks old, right? So he's going to be about double the size, he'll be about 50, 60 pounds. So right now he's, oh, you're so cute, my little guy. I got to get that on tape. Oh, just an angel wants me to keep Maxie. Max, you want to hang out with me here? You a good boy? Should I get the cushioned seat over here and get a lounge chair going and we can kick it together? You down with that, bud? So guys, how funny is that Hunter Biden episode? Isn't it ridiculously funny? I see he starts to get a little edgy. He doesn't like to sit. He wants to be like moving around. He's a little Australian shepherd / he's an Australian sheepdog mixed with an English shepherd. No, Max, don't chew on my microphone, you little bubba. Yeah, he wants to sing too, Anthony. You're right. All right, buddy, I'll bring you upstairs. I'll bring you upstairs. Let me just put on a face swap, okay? So, guys, this is another funny episode coming at you. I just always laugh at this one. Anthony, I think, really likes this one, too. Or actually, I don't think you guys have seen this one. Let me play this one for you, okay? This is episode 13, one of my favorite numbers. It is my favorite number, but one of my favorite episodes. Here we go.
It's Hammerl and Jameson with the exclusive Donald Trump with episode 13 of The Donald Trump Show.
Thank you very much for joining me on episode 13 of The Donald Trump Show. Tonight, we're talking about this stupid ad that just came out. Did you see this? Sleep Sofa. That's right. He's sitting with Obama. They're sitting together. Actually, I thought Joe was going to fall asleep a few times, but Obama, I guess he's pretty charismatic. He kept his attention. So let's get to it.
I don't understand his inability to get a sense of what people are going through.
That's very interesting, Joe. I'm wondering if you'll ever be able to get a sentence out without sounding like you're falling asleep.
He just can't relate in any way.
I can't relate. That's funny. I can't relate to your communist leanings, no, Sleep Sofa Joe. That I cannot relate to.
One of the things that I have always known about you, Joe, it's the reason why I wanted you to be my vice president and the reason why you were so effective.
Effective? He was effective at smelling young girls' hair and whispering in their ears. But what else did Sleep Sofa Joe do while he was in the White House?
Ways in which presidents motivate people. By doing something really ignobling. Doing something really ignobling.
I believe Joe thinks that ignoble's a good word.
Ignobling. Important, and people go, oh. Or to do something really bad.
Oh, wait, Sleep Sofa, you've got me confused now. Because ignoble means dishonorable, and then you said really good. Or really bad. I'm really confused, Sleep Sofa. I think you're not really sure what the dictionary definition is for ignoble.
This guy has generated a sense out there that people are waking up to, that he ran by deliberately dividing people from the moment he came down that escalator.
Wrong. I've been connecting people to the truth, Sleep Sofa. That you, Obama, and all of your cronies have been taking advantage of this country. You for 44 years. I don't know how that has been possible.
I think people are now going, I don't want my kid growing up that way.
Wait, hold on, Sleepy. So you're telling me kids don't want to grow up winning? Oh, no, they want to be losers like Sleep Sofa Joe. Joe, they all want to be winners, okay? Stop telling people to lose. I shouldn't be surprised, though. Being vice president is like winning the silver medal at the Olympics.
You know what it's like as much as anybody.
What are we talking about now? Falling asleep on camera? Pooping your pants? Just elaborate, Barack.
To be in the White House during a crisis.
Oh, I'm sure you got a lot of great information out of Bobblehead Joe.
You know what it's like to have to...
I just have to ask, why does it take Barack so long to form, like, the simplest of sentences?
Get laws passed through Congress.
You know, I'm really glad you brought that up, Barack, because Sleep Sofa Joe does have some experience drafting the crime bill in 1994 that put a lot of people in jail. Too many to count, I believe.
You know what it's like to deal with foreign leaders.
Barack Obama with another direct hit. How did you do in Ukraine, Joe? That's right. And how about your son, Hunter? Been looking for him. I have a couple of questions. Attorney Bill Barr will be calling him. You may want to let your son know.
You know what it's like and how lonely it can be.
Look, you're probably right, Barack. It must get really lonely for Sleep Sofa Joe, those couple of thoughts running through his head on a daily. It's okay, Joe. Just take a nap.
to make tough decisions where not every decision is going to be perfect, but you got to make them.
You know, Barack, it's kind of hard for Joe to make any decisions at this point.
And to take responsibility for it.
I do have to say, I give that to Sleep Sofa. I've heard him say he's going to do a boom, 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 so he does take responsibility for his poopers. Okay, does it or does it not seem like Barack is thinking the same thing?
And the thing I've got confidence in, Joe, is your heart and your character and the fact that you are going to be able to reassemble.
Okay, so wait a second. What is Sleep Sofa? Bumbling Biden going to reassemble? He can't even assemble a sentence. He doesn't remember his name half the time. He said he's Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. That's stupid.
Reassemble the kind of government that cares about people and brings people together.
Look, I think Joe could bring people together for a nice nap. Okay, but he's not going to accomplish anything except be the Muppet puppet for the left. I have to laugh, though, Barack. You say to help and care for people, but you're the ones who are causing all the problems right now. Anyhow, this was the 13th episode of the Donald Trump Show. We're going to continue to dig deep into the Sleep Sofa and find what's in the cushions. And I'll see you tomorrow at the next Donald Trump Show.
See what's in the cushions. That's right, my friends. I'm getting into my comfy seat here. Max wanted to go upstairs, so we're Maxless, unfortunately. But my people are kicking it with me, guys. We are in the middle of dropping some fire for you. I'm hearing a buzzing noise. I think that's... There we go. We're good. So that was episode 13. How funny was that episode? And that was when the stupid Biden comes out with this commercial using Obama to try to get the extra votes. Obama is just as bad as Biden. It's so funny. So check this out. We're going to move on. I want to play you guys something else that I think is very funny. This, to me, is hilarious because it doesn't really pick on Sleep Sofa. It really just picks on President G-Hole. Check this out. Episode 11. President G-Hole.
Harold and Jameson live from the studio. Donald J. Trump joins us to talk about President G.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining me on the next episode of the Donald Trump Show. I believe this is episode 11. Unbelievable. I think this episode has to be about President G-Hole. Look, I got a problem with the G-Hole. He's out there delivering Fluhan all over the world. Everybody's blaming Trump, but the only person to blame is President G-Hole. But no matter what I say, they don't believe me. It's a weird world we're living in right now. It's either Trump or not Trump. Nobody's talking about the issues. What does Trump think about abortion? What does Biden think about? Well, let's be honest, Biden doesn't think about anything. But if he was to think about something, what would it be? Maybe, did I put underwear on this morning? Did I change my pants? Did I poop my pants? I don't know. These are maybe questions that Sleep Sofa Joe asks himself. But look, let's see if we have any clips for today. Do we have anything? Here we go.
世界卫生组织总干事先生
You guys couldn't get the subtitled version? I mean, what the hell? Where's my translator? God almighty. All right, I guess I'm going to have to respond and pretend I know what the hell he's talking about. Let's get back to it.
各位代表
Good day to you too, G-Hole.
首先
Yeah, Shawshank Redemption was a good movie, but what does that have to do with anything?
我认为
No, that's close. It's Dufresne. Andy Dufresne. I think he's trying to say the character's name from Shawshank.
在人类抗击新冠肺炎疫情的关键时刻
I'm not really sure who Kwame Shakur is. It may be Tupac's son.
突发事件
Oh, it is. Well, I have one question for you, G-Hole. Why didn't you tell me? Why didn't you tell the world what was going on? We could have done something about it. You know we call you a She-Hole, right?
举行这次示威大会
Look, you brought it upon yourself. I can't control your actions, She. We only come up with nicknames for people based on their actions, and you've been a She-Hole. I'm sorry.
具有
You should be, Gio.
十分重要的意义。
All right, look, I can't do this anymore. I can't understand him.
人类正在经历第二次世界大战结束以来，
I'm not sure I appreciate your tone.
全球
What did you say to me?
新冠肺炎疫情突如其来，
Okay, look, I need a translator. I can't freaking do this without a translator. I just can't. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. He keeps saying things. It sounds like he's insulting the Trumper.
最严重的
See? That's exactly what he's doing. He just said it. Ziyunda.
公共卫生
He said invasion. They invaded us with coronavirus.
现在已经波及
I'll tell you what, G-Hole, if you ever speak to me like that again, I'm gonna trump you right in the face. Anyway, look, that's about enough for today's episode of the Donald Trump Show. Remember that President G is now President G-Hole. Sleep Sofa Joe is probably taking a nap right now. And I'll see you tomorrow on the next Donald Trump Show.
Oh.
Good night.
I just love the rundown at the end. President G is now President G-Hole. Sleep Sofa Joe's probably taking a nap right now. And I'll see you on the next Donald Trump Show. Oh, I just love how my mind gets to things, random things like that. Anyway, guys, let's go. And I want to play you guys something I think is really funny. It's episode 9. We're going to go down to episode 9 now. Did you like the Tupac line, brother? Oh my goodness. Squeeze Tupac clip of him talking trash at Trump. That's hilarious. I'm going to play you guys episode 9. Okay, so we just played 11. We're moving around. This is episode 9. This is called The Great Wall of Trump. I think the title says it all. Here we go.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live from the studio with episode 9 of the Donald Trump Show, The Great Wall of Trump.
Thank you very much for joining me. Episode 9 of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to get into it today. I've got a lot to share with you. Border wall. Everybody's always saying, Trump, when are you going to build the border wall? We're building the wall. But they gave me such a hard time. Such a hard time.
The President of the United States, having failed to get Mexico to pay for his ineffective, unnecessary border wall.
We'll get back to Schumer and Pelosi after some other clips. I think you guys may like these others, and we'll put it all into perspective. It's Trump Show. I'm just going to show you how other presidents felt about immigration.
The bill before us will certainly do some good.
Well, let's start with that. He says he wants to do some good. Let's see what's next.
It will authorize some badly needed funding for better fences and better security along our borders.
Holy cow. Obama wanted to put up a fence. Nobody cares. I want to build a wall stronger. They have a problem with that. We're talking Three Little Pigs, people. He wants to use a fence. I'm talking about a wall that the big bad wolf can't blow down.
The fence is now basically complete.
Wow, Barack, you got 5 years out of that fence. Good job. We had to start building an actual wall because what you did was crap.
Maybe they'll need a moat.
Or maybe they'll need a wall.
Maybe they want alligators in the moat.
Now that one I have to give Barack. That was hilarious. Still, I'll take the wall.
Every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country.
Bill Clinton says illegal aliens and everybody applauds and they get behind him. But Trump does, and they call him a xenophobe and a racist.
The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers.
You see, they're always with you when they need the vote. But as soon as they get in office, they turn on you. Get used to it, people. It's the way it's always been with the Democrats.
That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more.
Can you believe that?
By deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before.
Maybe I should hire Bill to say his words / my words on the campaign trail.
I voted for a fence. I voted unlike most Democrats, and some of you won't like it. I voted for 700-mile fence.
Wait, Sleep Sofa Joe voted for a fence too?
Let me tell you something, folks. People are driving across that border with tons, hear me, tons of everything from byproducts from methamphetamine to cocaine to heroin.
And listening to Sleep Sofa talk about the same issues I have with illegal aliens is just kind of laughable.
It's all coming up through corrupt Mexico.
Joe Biden mentions the drugs. He mentions the illegal aliens coming across the border. And he wants 700 miles of fence, no problem. He's not a xenophobe. He's not a racist. You call Trump whatever you want. That's the problem. You guys just make up your fake news. What do we have next? Anything left?
Former presidents have said to him that they wish that they had built a wall. Do you recall President Obama ever saying that?
Come on. Bumbling Biden. At it again. Look, guys, you could tell it's a double talk situation with Biden. Everybody before me wanted a wall. Remember when Schumer said ineffective wall?
Construction of a 630-mile border fence create a significant barrier to illegal immigration on our southern land border.
So let me get this straight. In 2009, a fence is significant, but in 2020, a wall is ineffective? Really? Everybody before me wanted a wall. Trump gets it done. I love that. Everybody before me wanted a wall, but Trumper gets it done. Winning big league, really.
Let's kick something else at you. This one makes me laugh really hard. This is the first episode where I go after Sleep Sofa, like hardcore. Check this out. This is called, I'm not sure what I call this one, but he calls Barack Obama rap rock. I'm not even freaking joking. Check this out. This is absolutely nuts.
Amarilyn Jameson live with you from the studio. We go to Donald Trump with episode 7 of the Donald Trump Show, Riding Biden.
Thank you very much for joining me on episode 7 of the Donald Trump Show. We're going to get right into it today. I've got a lot more on Sleep Sofa Joe. That's right, we're calling him Bumbling Biden as well now. So let's get into it. What do we got? First clip of the show.
You gotta, we gotta reassure, look, here, my message to everybody I talk to is we're gonna get through this.
Are you sure, Joe? It looks like you can't even get through a sentence.
We provide a Medicare option. That's exactly what Rap Rock and I talked about in the beginning.
I'm sorry, did he just call Barack Rap Rock? I didn't realize he had a pet name for Barack Obama. Hey, Rap Rock, let's get together and go and talk about that foreign policy. Hey, Rap Rock, you want to get together and play some basketball? Hey, Rap Rock, could you make me a PB&J? Absolutely hilarious.
I made a mistake. I said it 14 years ago. I trusted George Bush to keep his word. He said he was not going to go into Iraq.
This is when it gets really interesting. You ready?
Only way we're going to get rid of Saddam Hussein. And it's going to require guys like you in uniform to be back on foot in the desert taking taking Saddam down.
Wait, I'm sorry, but didn't you just say that you were against the war, Sleep Sofa? I think he's losing his memory again.
From the moment shock and awe started, from that moment, I was opposed to the effort and I was outspoken.
Let's take a look at Outspoken Joe. Yes, maybe his news. Maybe we'll call him Outspoken Joe if it's good. Let's see.
Some of my own party have said that it was a mistake to go to Iraq in the first place. But the cost of not acting against Saddam, I think, would have been much greater. The President of the United States is a bold leader, and he is popular.
No, after that clip, that's it. We're going to call him Backtrack Biden. That's right. He backtracks. He said that he didn't support the war, that he's talking about George Bush like they're best friends. I'm not sure what's true with Sleep Sofa Joe.
When I marched in the civil rights movement, I marched with tens of thousands of others to change attitudes. And we changed attitudes.
When I was about the age of the guy standing over there, I got involved in the civil rights movement.
And now, the truth.
I was not an activist. I was not out marching. I was not down in Selma. I was not anywhere else.
Okay, so basically, Sleep Sofa Joe never did any actual protesting, although he's been campaigning on it for his entire career.
The first year in law school, I decided I didn't want to be in law school and ended up in the bottom 2/3 of my class, and then decided I wanted to stay, went back to law school, and in fact ended up in the top half of my class.
Look, I really want you to pay attention to the detail in this video right here.
I think I probably have a much higher IQ than you do, I suspect.
I'm pretty sure that your IQ is a moving number, Sleep Sofa.
I went to law school on a full academic scholarship, the only one in my class to have a full academic scholarship.
So let's get to the truth.
Senator Joseph Biden may have more explaining to do.
The new questions stem from taped remarks of Biden during an April campaign appearance in New Hampshire.
And in fact ended up in the top half of my class. I won the International Moot Court competition. I was the outstanding student in the political science department at the end of my year. I graduated with 3 degrees from undergraduate school and 165 credits, only need 123 credits, and I'd be delighted to sit down and compare my IQ to yours if you'd like, Frank.
If I can say one thing.
Look, the facts are Sleep Sofa Joe was a terrible student.
Biden now concedes he did not graduate in the top half of his law school class.
He didn't?
That he does not have 3 degrees from college.
He doesn't?
And that he was not named outstanding political science student in college.
Really?
Newsweek says Biden actually went to school on a half scholarship, ended up near the bottom of his class, and won only 1 degree, not 3.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't stop laughing. Back then, I guess they didn't fact check you in real time. That must have been a couple weeks later. So funny.
Now Biden says Newsweek is right. His memory had failed him.
Sleep Sofa Joe makes up things. Bumbling Biden. Did you hear him bumble there? He's a bumbler. Bumbling Biden strikes again. The good old bumbler, really. Look, he bumbles his way through life. I don't even know how he is still alive, really. Because when he goes outside, they're like, look, Old Man River. That is like, did you hear him talking about senior citizens? He's like, look, those are the people that did things for our country, the senior citizens. I'm like, Joe, you're as senior as they get, buddy. I just don't get it. The guy had a mind, but these freaking people are like, let's shove him in the way of an oncoming train and see if he can dodge or if he realizes it as he goes splat. And what scares me is that the left really thinks they're going to win the election because the polls are all saying that they're going to win the election. And I'm really hoping, just like 16, that there's a silent majority of people who are like, the guy's a freaking brain dead basket case. Why would you ever vote for that stupid, mentally challenged man? He was mentally challenged when he had a mind. Let's sign the crime bill. Yeah, then he said he'd pay to see that. Sleepy, sleepy, sleep sofa. So look, guys, it's 2:00 right now. We did a good 3-hour and 22-minute show, which is always a great thing. I'm going to play you guys one final bit here and call it an evening. Get ready for tomorrow's show. And if you have any requests, if you have anything you specifically want to see tomorrow, let me know. But we're just going to come out here and just build another fire and watch it, the world start to burn light in the darkness. We're getting rid of the darkness in this place. Yeah, if you guys are heading over to Wages, if he's heading over, I think he's starting up. So tell my brother, appreciate him. I was so glad that he sent you guys over here to me. And yeah, absolutely
like this is just the beginning of something amazing that we're doing together. So let me play you one final here. This is something to make you really laugh on your way out, especially when you go see some really deep stuff, as Wages always says. This is really something nice to catch on the way out the door. All right, look, this is the last bit of the show. I could get knocked by Facebook and do this. I'm happy to. I could put on the Dr. Evil clip, but it's 13 minutes. I don't know if Wages is on yet. Appreciate you, Anthony. I'm so glad you came out. I could do the Dr. Evil, but I actually think I don't want to get blocked by Facebook tonight. It was a good show. So let me play you instead. We did the Miguel bit. We did Miguel, eh? All right, we're going to play you this one. How far left can Sleep Sofa Joe go? He's a napper, really. Let's see. This is episode 12.
It's Amaryl and Jameson live from the studio with episode 12 of the Donald Trump Show. Joe Biden's America. Ladies and gentlemen, Donald J. Trump.
Thank you, and welcome to episode 12 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight we're talking about Sleep Sofa Bumbling Biden. This episode's called How Far Left Can Sleep Sofa Go? Let's take a look.
And I can't thank you enough for all you've done so far, and that's thank you for taking the time for watching today.
You're off to a great start, Joe.
Look, one of the things I think is important, I wish we taught more in our schools about the Islamic faith.
Wait, hold on. So you get rid of God in the school. You can't pray in school, but you want to talk about Islam? Does that make any sense? It doesn't at all, unless you're trying to pander for votes. Oh, look, it's pandering Biden.
And what people don't realize, it's one of my avocation is theology, don't realize is that we all come from the same root here in terms of our fundamental basic beliefs.
The same fundamental beliefs? Are you crazy, Joe? Crazy Joe Biden. Yeah, that's right. We all fundamentally believe the same things. That's right.
So my generic point is...
Everything about Sleep Sofa Joe's generic.
Can we agree that we can redirect some of the funding?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so no more police departments. Sleep Sofa Joe, defunding the police. Look, let's divert some funds. Let's not improve the police. Let's just defund them. Let's go back to cowboys and Indians. How about we go back to the Wild West? Sounds like a good idea, Sleep Sofa. Did you think about this one at all, or are you just reading off of the teleprompter again?
And one of the things that we also need to be doing is fundamentally changing the way, and I've been pushing it for years, changing the way we deal with our prison system.
Okay, this one's classic. Are you guys ready for this?
It should be a rehabilitation system, not a punishment system.
Okay, I think it's time we slam bumbling Biden back onto his sleep sofa.
I started looking at it and found out that this midnight basketball isn't getting them together a bunch of jive folks who are black, white, and Hispanic who live in their city to do, try to see if they can be Michael Jordan.
Because I really can't tell anymore. Was that racist?
They were keeping schools open so gangs come off streets instead of out raping my mother, marauding me.
You know, this is the third or fourth time I've heard Joe speak about his mother in a very weird way. I'm not really sure if he has a thing for Ma, good old Ma.
My daughter will be safer. My wife will be safer. My mother will be safer.
See, there it is again.
And I will be safer. And I will be happy.
It just looks like Joe Biden did things to suit his own needs when he had young kids. Now he's an old man, doesn't even know his name. So he's like, yeah, you know what? Let's talk about Islam in school. And I think I poop my pants.
And the truth is, we don't very well know how to rehabilitate them at that point. That's the sad truth.
Could I call Liar Liar Pants on Fire? 'Cause Sleep Sofa Joe said it should be a rehabilitation. And he just said there's no way to rehabilitate.
Bobby Rush, member of Congress, said the other day, I'm ashamed that I voted for the 94 crime bill. You ashamed of that bill?
Not at all. In fact, I drafted the bill.
Proud of putting people in prison. Inner city, all different colors and creeds. And now you want them all to vote for you. You're the one who put them in, Warden. How are you going to answer for that, Warden Biden? Warden Biden, that's a mouthful, really. Imagine bumbling Biden as a warden. All right, I think that's enough for episode 12. Look forward to tomorrow, lucky number 13. It's going to be a big episode. Not sure what yet. It's the Trump Show. See you tomorrow.
Anytime, Bradley. I'll get it going. I'm going to spend some time listening to it. I tried to listen last week. I just couldn't get it in my head. I just need to hear it. And once I hear the hook and I hear the singer and the way the chorus and the verse goes, then I can just play around with it in my own mind. But I will get it going. And I absolutely appreciate you guys. This has been a solid 3 hour and 30-minute show. Just about. We're almost at 3 hours and 30 minutes. But tomorrow we'll be back. More face swaps. I'll have something new for you. Maybe a Joe Biden show, maybe a Donald Trump show, maybe both. Maybe we'll have another debate because we've already done one of those. So we will see. Oh, while I still can, let me go over to DLive and open up the. I'm opening up the treasure chest, guys. Let's see. Hold on. All right, I'm opening it up right now, guys. Okay. Distributing the rewards in 30 seconds. You will be getting the rewards for today. Thank you, new followers over on DLive. Love you guys. It's going to be a ride. We're going to get over 200 real soon, hopefully. And we'll start dropping videos and connecting. Really, I'm excited to get into DLive a little more once we hit over 200. So 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's see who's going to be the winner. Hot Rod Mama won it again. She's on fire lately there in the DLive. I'm so excited for you, Hot Rod. And remember, Glynis, tomorrow we will be back for another jammin' night of music for rock and roll people. And Liz, I'm so glad you stuck around till the end. And Glynis, and I think Reiki had to take off. But anyway, I'm so glad you guys, if you're still here, say goodnight. And we are officially going to start the outro to this song. And remember, guys, keep smiling, okay? Tomorrow is going to be amazing. Why? Because we are alive. Don't forget that. I will see you tomorrow on the next MARKPIRES Real Talk. Until then, have a great night. It's Real Talk. Have a great night, guys. Love you. # Real Talk Family. See you tomorrow.